Hello, and welcome to Waffly Bollox. It's our wrestling podcast, and we'll crash out if we want to. I'm MJ, aka Wrestle Trash, and my co-host is Sarah, aka Awfully Waffly. Hello!
Hiya.
Hello.
I really don't know how this is going to go today.
This is going to be a fun time.
Oh God, this week has been so intense, and there's been so much wrestling. So, like, extra wrestling on top of extra wrestling.
Entirely too much wrestling.
I didn't realise that I was going to wake up today to bonus Collision. I was just like, fucking hell, when will it stop?
Oh, did you not realise it was on last night?
No, I thought I was all good. I watched Dynamite when I got home from work last night, and I was like, great, I'm up to date. Woke up, looked at Blue Sky, I was like, why is everyone talking about Collision? What the fuck?
Triller was like, you thought.
Seriously. Well, Triller's in my bad books as well at the moment because...
Oh, fucking hell, yeah. That was... The tailgate brawl was a fucking slog, wasn't it? Like...
I think the beginning... Like, the tailgate brawl and the beginning of Full Gear were a kind of a write-off because
Ropey.
Triller was just absolute bullshit. So it I don't know what it was like live, but when I came to watch it, like, on Monday... The very beginning of the tailgate brawl was missing.
Yeah.
And then it was just really, really glitchy, stop-starty. It was like watching it in fucking stop motion or something.
Yeah. It was like, you know, every time it kind of stopped, we had to come out of the stream and go back into it. So it was
Fucking
like,
hell.
they just cut that out. Clearly, then
Right.
they, like, sellotape the bits together.
It just, what on earth? Like, it was bad enough that, due to my own stupid plans, I couldn't watch the pay-per-view as I normally do, like, the following morning. So, normally, I'm kind of fine, because I can get up and watch the pay-per-view and not look at social media and just watch it in my own time, but without getting spoiled and be kind of careful about what I look at. But this time I watched a little bit of it on Sunday. And then on Sunday I was going to Coventry for Rev Pro, so I didn't watch any more. And then I came back to watch it on Monday. But by then everything was completely spoiled.
Yeah.
Even if I've been trying, I was trying to be semi-careful, but even when I woke up on Sunday morning, I looked at my phone and it had popped up on the lock screen a bunch of notifications from Discord. And in there, I think people were being a little bit like non-spoilery, but I don't want to call out the person because it wasn't their fault. But like the thing that they'd posted made it obvious that Hangman had lost. So that was the thing that I saw first on Sunday morning. So then I was just like, for fuck's sake, like... What? And then I just didn't care and was like, fuck it, I'm just going on social media to see what's what.
Yeah.
And then I got everything spoiled. And then I just didn't want to watch it. So I spent all of Monday forcing myself to watch it. I don't recommend that method of watching a pay-per-view.
No.
It's bad enough
No.
not watching it live. But not watching it live on a glitchy fucking stream over the course of 2 days.
After you found out everything that happened.
Almost everything. The only thing that I didn't get spoiled for was the Casino Gauntlet.
Yeah.
But everything else, I was like, oh, fucking hell.
The annoying thing is, it's like, up until the main event, really enjoyed it. Thought it was great. Really good pay-per-view. But that isn't the thing that sticks in your mind at all.
No, it's not. It's the main event is the thing that, like, it's what the last bite of the meal, the last thing that you have, and that's how you remember it.
And then if it's mouldy, you just want to just go bleh and spit the whole thing out.
Well, yeah, because then you're like...
Vomit violently at the awfulness of it all.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean... Yeah.
As you can tell, I really enjoyed the main event.
Like what it was like watching it live and not knowing that horror was going to happen, but I guess we will get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Initial reaction was just, my brain just went, yeah, fuck off. and just stopped paying attention after that point. And it's like I was livid about it as well, because I was like, how dare you rob me of the joy of seeing Swerve?
Yeah.
Because I'm too pissed off to give a shit.
Well, okay. So let's start with the main event, because that is the thing that we need to talk about the most, and it has kind of blotted out a lot of the rest of it. So So let's start with Full Gear 2025 main event. Hangman Adam Page versus Samoa Joe for the Men's World Championship in a steel cage. Wow. Even starting there, I don't know where to start. So on the Collision previously, Hangman had said that Joe was going to be alone because he had sent Hobbs to the hospital and Shibata to the dick surgeon. And then Samoa Joe turned up with a whole host of boys who are the Ops Dojo.
Incel Fight Club, yeah.
Little, like... I mean, you say Incel Fight Club, but what is Fight Club if not Incel Fight Club? That's redundant.
Fair point.
Yeah,
fair point.
Toxic masculinity club for boys. But then that sort of didn't really... I don't... They
were definitely foreshadowing fuckery, weren't they? I mean, that was quite obvious that they were they were foreshadowing the fuckery, but at the same time, it was like, I didn't think that the fuckery was going to be that fucky.
It was extremely fucky. Again, like, a lot of this match has paled in my memory because of how it ended. I think Hangman at one point was hitting Joe with his boot.
Yeah.
Both of them were bleeding all over the shop. Paul Turner, the referee, got knocked out, and so when Hangman got the pin, got like a fucking 12 count or something.
Yeah, he got like two visual pins on Joe.
Which is insane.
Stupid. That just makes it even more annoying.
Even more annoying. And then we move into the sort of end game. And despite having said that they were taken out and that he had the Toxic Masculinity Club, both Shibata and Hobbs showed up anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the point of literally any of that was.
No.
I guess the dick surgeon works fast.
Healing time on those dick surgeries is crazy, isn't it?
And, he should have come out with like a dick bandage or something.
Or
I don't
one
know.
Of those casts. You know, I don't know if you ever seen the American Dad episode where Stan damages his dick and his balls retreat up into him and he starts singing like a soprano, but he's being wheeled around he's got like a plaster cast, like a pair of Y fronts, but it's a plaster cast,
right?
And they're like wheeling him around on like a dolly. And
that's what should have happened. That's what should have happened.
I wanted Shibata being wheeled around on a dolly with a plaster cast on his dick.
Ideally a bright pink plaster cast, because that's what
Ideally.
we've learned. Plaster casts come in bright pink. Anyway, Eddie Kingston came out to help, and then Hook was there, and Hook was trying to wake up the referee, and you think Hook and Eddie are here to help Hangman, but they're not, because Hook used the world title to smash Hangman with, and then took off his jacket, and he was wearing an Ops shirt, and then they had to do an explainer on Dynamite this week, which I enjoyed, because I was like, this story is so fucked and I don't think it makes sense, but I'm gonna have to try and believe you and just go along with it, because I guess this is what we're doing.
This was the plan all along. Fuck off.
This was the plan. I mean, like, it has been really...
If it is, it
messy.
was bad. If that was the plan all along, it was shit.
The thing, we've been sort of ignoring it because it just didn't seem to make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, did it make sense and we were just ignoring it because it was telling us something that we weren't paying attention? I don't fucking know. But basically, all this whole thing about when Hook was like, well, I was angry about them winning the trios titles without me, but then Joe explained it to me. I don't know what he explained.
Yeah.
And now I'm fine. And then there was a bit in the fire pit where he was like, so I'll be on my own for a while, or will I, or whatever it was he said.
And we thought that was referencing him and Eddie. The thing is, though, it was like, I was like, oh yeah, him hanging out with Eddie will be good because maybe he'll learn to cut a promo. But no.
Well, he has at least tried to cut a promo.
He's tried his best.
So I
Bless
guess
him.
that's progress. And, you learn by doing. Unclear if this was always the plan or if this was a massive retcon. Either way, don't
They're going to try
it.
and pretend that it was the plan.
Yeah,
I
of
don't
course.
believe
And that's
that
what
it
you have
was.
to do.
Yeah.
We will never know.
If it was, that's the thing. If you planned that, then it was bad planning.
It was badly done.
Yeah.
Badly done. I guess it's kind of worthwhile going, oh, this was a fuck up and it's not working. Let's try and fix it. But this is what we're doing. Anyway, what we're doing is that the Hangman fucking lost and he's not the champion anymore.
I see the thing, it's like I said to you before we started recording, it is an extremely good job that we didn't record this on like Sunday or Monday.
Yeah, I know some other podcasts have recorded already before Dynamite because obviously it's Thanksgiving and
yeah.
But I think it's fair enough to react how you react.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. I've seen a lot of people's reactions being policed by other people just because they didn't mind it.
Yeah.
And it is like, let people feel their feelings. If people thought it was shit, then they thought it was shit. Like, no amount of telling somebody that you thought it was good is going to make them think it was less shit. Like, that's not how it works. That's not how anything works. Like,
no.
Because with me, particularly, like, I said this at the time, like, oppositional defiant disorder whomst is like, the more you tell me that something was good when I think it was bad, I will just dig my heels in more and go, no, it was literally the shittest thing I've ever seen.
So previously I just thought it was bad, but now I think it's the worst thing that's ever happened.
Yeah, basically. It's like, because my brain just goes, no.
But seriously, like, it does seem to be a whole lot of fucking internet mansplainers being like, oh, well, your favourite guy lost, so now you're angry. It's like, no, we're angry because that was fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
like,
it was
a nonsense non-story that now we are supposed to think that, like, I guess Joe has been plotting this for ages, and
he's
so
not very good at plotting, if that's the case. No. Like, in kayfabe, Joe's a shit planner.
I think it's just really frustrating because his first reign was kind of disappointing. And he seemed to sort of promise things that we didn't get. Like when he said there was going to be a board of people that were going to approve title shots. What
the fuck was that? Yeah, and it just came.
He had like
nothing.
2 defenses and it was game over. And it feels like that's maybe. I don't know. The thing is, like, I guess we need to judge just what's happened so far and not what we think's going to happen. But it does seem like he's probably not gonna have it for a long time.
Nah, that's the thing. He's off to film Twisted Metal Series 3. So, like, how much longer could he possibly have it for? Like, that's getting filmed in the new year, I believe. So it's like, great. So he's gonna drop it at World's End to somebody, I guess. And clearly they don't want it on Hangman. So.
Oh God! But who are they going to put it on? I don't know. But
I mean, if we go to a brief sojourn to Collision that was on last night, I hope Eddie beats the fuck out of him.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I would accept that. I would be fine with that because this is dog shit. I'm sorry, it's just dog shit.
Yeah.
Like it just does. It's not worth it. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. Like. And so, what it boils down to is that poor planning on the part of Tony Khan, really, because it's like, well, all right, you're booking a babyface champion, so maybe build up some main event heels while, like, Hangman was doing the MJF MJF feud or the Kyle feud. In the meantime, you could have been building somebody else up as a main event heel who wasn't Joe. Like,
I don't fully believe the argument that we don't have any, because I think we have Okada.
Well, no, that's never happening, you see. That's never happening, because that would be a good match. That would be a good feud. That would be great. But no, we're not allowed it, because fucking Tony Khan, in his head, has decided months and months and months back that Okada and Takeshita is the big match, and so in the meantime, we can't do anything else.
But we've got so many heels running around. Like Ricochet would have been great.
I would argue that not many of them have been built up to to main event level. That's the only thing.
But then surely this is how you build them, is you give them a feud that builds them up to it.
Well, they could have done that in the meantime, but they didn't fucking do it.
Or they could do it now, or they could do it anywhere. But at the moment, it's like, well, Samoa Joe at some unspecified point in time decided that he was a bad boy, actually, and that he was going to get really angry about Hangman not handing him his belt with the amount of reverence that he thought it deserved. And also he has a secret dojo, which we've never mentioned before for some reason, but now it's here. But like, we don't need yet another faction of heels. Like, we don't need, we've got the Don Callis family and we've got the Death Riders.
Yeah, we don't need another one.
I don't know what the need is for another one, especially when all of them, every single one, their only like characteristic or ethos seems to be like toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
How many times do we have to do that?
We don't need to do it anywhere near as many times as we've done it. Like, and it's just every match ends the same way as well. It's like, just a bunch of guys run to the ring and have a fucky finish. Like that.
Well, I want to get into that over the course of this pay-per-view, because that does seem to be happening
too much.
Far too much.
But
that's the other thing, point. Like, you know, you say we've not got any main event heels, but like Mox is still floating around, and there's the suggestion that one of the Death Riders, or you know, they could all overthrow him. So if they were to overthrow Mox, like Pac or Claudio or someone, like that would put them in a good place to challenge for the World Championship, wouldn't it? So like
Pac versus Hangman feud
fully
would have been
buy that
incredible.
There's not anyone that could have done it. I think there are people, but for some reason we have to give Joe the title belt because
it's a carriage clock.
Yes, because it's a fucking Lifetime Achievement Award now.
It annoys me. It annoys me. I'm very annoyed.
I can't even figure out where to start. Like, yeah, it annoys me. Like, so many people were popping up to tell you and Hangman fans in general, well, but you know, look at the way Joe moves. He probably hasn't got much longer. It's like, well, then why is that's not why you choose a champion?
It's not a reason to put the title on him.
It's not like who's the fucking dog in this shelter that's been here the longest, let's adopt that one. Like, that's no. But at the same time, they'll tell me that the title belt, you have to be good in ring, so you can't give it to Ty J because they're just not good enough. Like, make your mind up.
Yeah. Which is it?
Is it a fucking consolation prize or not?
But it was the way they made a big thing out of the fucking trying to big it up into an achievement that was kind of like nobody really cared about. Like, the first two world champions at the same time thing that they were trying to big him up for on thingy. And it's like, I would have more respect for Tony Khan if he just said, I really like Samoa Joe. He's got this title because I was a big fan of shit that he did in Ring of Honor and TNA. You know what I mean? Fine, okay, if that's why you're doing it. I don't agree with it, but that's why you're doing it. Not just, we'll just make up some random achievement that never mattered before.
But the thing is, like, when they did this exact thing with Swerve and Bryan Danielson, and it was this exact thing, the exact same fucking thing. It was like, well, Bryan Danielson's going to be retiring soon and he hasn't been the world champion, so we kind of want to give him the title just so he's in the lineage of the world title, which I also think is bullshit. But
that is bullshit. It is bullshit.
At least it's... But Joe has had the title before.
Yeah.
He's
and already in the lineage. Like, he doesn't need to be in there again.
What's he going to do with it now? I mean, I guess that's the only thing where I'm like, I am willing for him to prove me wrong by doing something really, really cool with it. And if he does something really good, then I'll like it. But at the moment, I'm just feeling like, oh, cool. So when we had our sort of light in the darkness of Hangman Adam Page, who is a good person, is the champion, and he took it off of Mox, who was the symbol of everything that's wrong in this world. No, you can't have that. You can't have hope. You're not allowed. Everything is shit forever.
Yeah.
And that didn't feel good.
That really, it wasn't. I mean, I get that, like, oh, yeah, you're not supposed to feel good all the time. Oh,
No,
but
of
you're
course.
reacting to fiction, and it's like...
Yeah, that's what it's for. That's what it's for. That's why you have a soul.
But I am, at the same time, I am also, like, tired of, like, it just like, no... You can have a little bit of hope, but no, actually, no. Everything is actually terrible. Like, you know, it's just like, oh, fuck off. I
think the problem that we're having is that wrestling is a particular art form where fiction and reality get all tangled up. So we're trying to untangle these threads of, well, we've got to give it to Joe because he might be retiring soon, and whatever the actual fictional story is, and why we're sad about it because in the story, you know, we just had our hero finally get his validation, but now it's gone again. And what does that mean for the character of Hangman Adam Page versus the man Adam Page who we want to see at the top of the company because we love him? Like, there's lots of different things going on, and none of it feels good, and not in a like...
It's not in a satisfying way.
Not in an end of Wrestle Dream 2024 way where you're like, oh, Bryan Danielson has just been suffocated to death. That's a big, like, plot moment of sadness. This just feels like a fucking mess. Yeah,
it does. It feels like a fucking mess. It feels like that the forward planning wasn't done to... you know, build up enough main event heels, or have the people who are main event heels tied up doing other things. And it's just, nothing about it, both in sort of kayfabe and out of it, nothing about it felt good. It felt like, oh, Hangman's just fucking lost to another Ring of Honor guy that Tony Khan's a fan of.
Yeah,
for what?
It makes it so difficult to process because there isn't enough story to process it as a story loss. So it does feel like you're looking at the strings because there's nothing else to distract you. It's like,
you
I'm
can't
trying to watch the puppet
do anything
show, but you're just dangling
the
a string,
strings.
And there's nothing on the end of the string.
Yeah. It's just Tony Khan dangling a string with nothing at the end of it, going, look, isn't this great? Aren't I a genius? No, you're fucking not.
So, Tony Khan, we are going to eat you.
We are. You're getting eaten first. I take back everything I said last week. You are going on the fucking barbecue, lad.
Yeah, and so all of that, like, a horrible mess of feelings, and then they're like, but here's something you'll like. Here's Swerve Strickland back. And I'm like, I do like that, but I can't process it. I
couldn't bring myself to care.
It
was really annoying. I could not bring myself to care. I was like, oh, hey, here's Swerve. Great. Like,
but again, because all of this was spoiled for me, I think that's why, like, this match is mostly not stuck in my mind, because I knew going in what was going to happen, and I was just sort of waiting for it to happen.
Yeah.
And then Swerve came out, and I wanted to be happy because I think literally the previous episode we recorded, I was like, oh, maybe Swerve will come back. And he did, but
it just deflated all of the joy out of that moment was because it was just like, oh, okay. Because the ending was so deflating that there was no way of reflating anything. Like, is that a word?
This balloon
Reinflating.
Is popped. You cannot blow it back up. It's popped. There's a big hole in it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't re-blow up a balloon that's got a big fucking hole in it.
No, it wasn't deflated. It was fully punctured.
It was fully punctured. It was stabbed and stomped on.
Yeah.
You go to hell, Tony Khan.
Yeah. But again, like you say, it's a good thing that we've had Dynamite and Collision since, because on Dynamite, the Ops had their celebration and then that, you know, they explained the hook thing.
Yeah.
And brought out their sad toxic masculinity team, and then Swerve's music hit and he was walking towards the ring with a chain, and then Hangman, his music hit and he was also walking in with a chain, stopped by the bar to do a shot, which I found very funny, even though as a character note I guess that's a bad thing.
That's probably not great. Yeah, see, this is the other thing, is like we need to get into this as well, like this whole relationship, because this is going to get messy. This is going to get so fucking messy. I mean, the only upside to this is that clearly Hangman and Swerve are going to be doing stuff and they'll be on TV a lot, which will be fun. Yeah. But that doesn't make the end of the pay-per-view any less fucking shit, I'm afraid.
No, but no, I didn't like it as a booking decision. Didn't like it as a story beat. Didn't like it.
No,
didn't like it.
No. It was like it's like I was trying to come up with, oh well, maybe this will be a good. Nah. I got nothing. I got absolutely fucking nothing.
The only thing I can think is they are better at booking Hangman when he is chasing something, and if they don't know how to write him when he's on top, then I guess we should be in for some more meaty Hangman times now that he's back chasing again.
Yeah, I don't quite understand why all of the drama that you pack into the chases and the drama that they packed into the Swerve feud, why you couldn't find that for the title run is baffling.
Because some people don't care about telling stories, and I think Samoa Joe did try slightly harder than Bryan Danielson did when he was in a similar position, I would say, but still didn't do a great job of it.
I mean, I think whatever Hangman and Swerve end up doing, it's gonna be a fucking mess. I am excited about this because it's gonna be fucking messy. But yeah, the drinking, kayfabe, probably bad. He didn't look like he'd had a lot of sleep either. He looked kind of a bit sickly and tired. So that's probably not good. But like, on the upside, we've got Swerve. I mean, Swerve and Hangman obviously really care about the storytelling, even if nobody else does. Like even if Tony Khan doesn't, at least those two have got ideas.
Yeah, and Hangman needs someone to work with who cares. So there you go.
Because that's the trouble, isn't it? Like some of the time, he gets put into storylines with people who haven't necessarily put as much thought into it and are just going along with the booking rather than like maybe having their own input into it. But like because the MJF feud had a bit more meat on the bones. I think what the really galling thing is that we were waiting for, and I think a lot of people who were fans of Hangman were the same, like thinking we're just getting past the Joe feud before we get into something really meaty and interesting, and it turns out we are, but not over the world title apparently.
Hey, well, I refuse to care about the world title then.
Yeah, no, well, that's it. I'm like, I don't give a shit about the world title anymore. Sorry, men's world title.
Men's world title. I care about the women's world. The real world title I care about.
The real world
title. The men's one. The secondary men's belt I don't care about.
No. And that's the thing. If we're going back to calling it the world title, fuck it. Let Tony Storm win it.
We're not. Oh, well, yeah, there is that. But I refuse to do that. In the meantime, the men's belt, the world title is held by Chris Statlander, and then the men's belt, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, basically.
So, what heart rating do we give this? It has to be like negative 5,000 or something.
Negative 1,000,000. Negative a million with a middle finger at the end. Because fuck you. Okay. That's why.
Negative 1,000,000 black heart emojis with the middle finger. I think that's the worst rating we've ever given anything.
I think it might be. I think we didn't even. Then again, it happened. Did it happen on a Dynamite when Chucky got murdered?
Yeah.
I don't think we gave that heart rating. If we'd have been giving heart ratings for episodes, then that would have probably gotten the same.
Ooh, we could start doing that.
We could.
Anyway, let's hold that thought. It's the time of year where it's like, what are we going to do next year? What fun things can we build into our silly podcast? And what awards can we do? And yeah.
Plan.
Swampiest. I think we know what the swampiest moment of the year is.
I am fully in the kiln. Fully in the kiln. Fully in the kiln, and I'm not getting out.
Get out of the kiln. Can you get out of the kiln a little bit? Or I'll just talk to you through the kiln door.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll go back to the beginning of the almost unwatchable tailgate brawl, sponsored by Trilla's fucking failing servers.
Yeah, you have to wonder if that's what it is, because fucking hell, this was a slog.
Rough. So we had the 151,300 pound because I was like,
I love that you converted it.
I was like, fuck this. I'm being a child. So the Bang Bang Gang versus Bowens and Max Caster versus the Outrunners versus Big Bill and Brian Keith. And when I came to put these notes together, I honestly was like, I don't believe I saw Big Bill and Brian Keith. Were they even on
were
this
there.
pay-per-view?
They were definitely there.
I do not remember seeing these men. But yeah, I only saw fucking a section of this match because Trilla was not working.
My favourite thing about this is Juice, who has decided to not be a serious boy apart from anything other than financial investments.
I like that. It's a lovely character note.
So good.
It's really fun.
So good. And he got himself a mullet. Juice.
What has he done to that hair?
I think it's magnificent. I'm a big fan of a mullet. I think it looks great.
Good. It does look good. It was just, I was just surprised.
Yeah, it was
wow,
a bit of a shock when he came out, and it was like, Juice, what have you done?
Yeah.
Oh, bless him. I love Juice. He's the best.
He is really good. This is the other thing as well. It's like, we've got so many guys floating around, not really doing much. It could be doing stuff.
Yeah.
Instead, we gotta put Samoa Joe back in TV for some reason. I don't fucking know. Anyway, so that happened, and the Bang Bang Gang won, and they're gonna invest it in their
401ks.
Pensions. I was gonna say in
funds.
Whatever the funds are that Americans have. Yeah,
that's the other baffling thing. Actually, is Jay White not anywhere near going to be back?
I guess not.
Like, I mean, because he keeps. I swear to God, every single pay-per-view he like drops a tweet. Like
every time we're like, Jay White? Oh, not Jay White.
Not Jay White, no. But yeah, like that's the other thing. Like we could have done, if you'd have kept the title on Hangman, we could have done Hangman Jay White, and then maybe after the Continental Classic done a Carter. But no, we're not doing any of that now because fuck you. That's why apparently.
Who knows what we'd do? We purely surely do not know. The only thing we do know is that probably the final of the Continental Classic is Okada versus
pretty much
Takeshita, but let's not think about that yet. So there was that, and then there was the tailgate brawl match that I was looking forward to that was also absolutely fucked by Trilla, which was QT Marshall and Big Boom AJ versus RPG Vice.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun.
It was fun. Trent pie-faced a child again, which is still the funniest thing ever.
He loves to do that, and he also smashed his plaster cast off his arm, and then Rocky tried to hit someone with it, so I'm like, well, I guess your arm's better.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that Trent's arm is okay now.
I love him so much. And then I saw on Twitter somebody had said to him that that their whole family, their grandmother had enjoyed him hitting a child, and he replied with like, I'm evil. Is your family evil too? That's good. The man knows his alignment. He's very clear about it.
Yes, evil. full evil. Oh, bless him.
Love that.
He,
But I don't understand why he's still not allowed on big telly.
I don't fully understand that either. It's
going on?
kind of annoying.
It is kind of annoying.
But then, I mean, it's like, it's the Don Callis family. There's so many of them. Like,
I know, but Rocky is always there.
yeah, Rocky is always there and Trent isn't. Although maybe, I mean, he is just coming back off an injury, so maybe that's got something to do with it. We don't fully know the circumstances there.
Boo. But he was at that Thanksgiving. No, was it Thanksgiving? What was it? Don's birthday.
He was at Don's birthday being a complete dork, and that was really funny as well. It was like, I'm so happy to be here. I love you guys.
Oh, I miss him and I love him. So that happened, and then there was Eddie Kingston and Hook against the Workhorsemen, where I believe Hook got maybe JD Drake into a Red Rum to win.
Yeah, I bet it was a squash. So I didn't really pay a lot of attention. I was like, kind of but felt bad for the Workhorsemen a little bit getting squashed. But I mean, I suppose it was just...
that's what they're for.
It was just a way to let us know that Hook was in the building, presumably.
Yeah. Yes, that was all I could think.
That was basically what it was for.
Because when we're like, it was like one of the last matches announced, and it's like, why are we doing this instead of a women's match? And it's like, oh, because we had to get Hook here, I guess.
Yeah, with hindsight, it makes sense. In the first instance, it was like, okay, I guess. Like, I wouldn't have minded seeing that match if they'd have gotten a bit longer, but like, okay, sure.
Yeah, whatever, sure, whatever. And then we had the CMLL World Trios Championship with El Sky Team versus the Don Callis family. And they did that thing again where it started on the pre-show, but actually it was on the main show, which I don't mind that trick. It's fine, because I'm going to watch the main show anyway, so do what you want.
I suppose if it pulls more people in to buy the pay-per-view, then maybe...
That's the whole point of it, isn't it? I liked Takada showing up late.
I was going to say.
Obnoxious. That was really fun.
Yeah, because Takada went, I'm not being on the pre-show, you can fuck off. This man has earned so many points this week, I have to say. Like, Okada is the biggest little shit, and I love him to death. He's so good. He's such a stupid bitch. He was like... Yeah. Did you see the clip of somebody talking to him while he was like kneeling on the floor when he should have been making the save for Takeshita?
No.
And someone said to him like, "Oh, you look like you really hurt yourself there," and he went, "Yes." And then he went, "I don't think you're trying to help Takeshita at all." And he went, "Hell no."
Oh, I have a lot of love for him. What a silly boy.
I have so much love for Okada, and I still think that he is going to be the one that gets kicked out of the Don Callis family, and you can't convince me otherwise. Because he's way more trouble than he's worth.
He is trouble. He is big trouble. He's such a naughty boy, and he also needs to go back to. Well, I guess he doesn't have to go for that long, but he needs to go to Japan to have the match.
Yeah,
with,
that's at the start of the year, isn't it? Yeah. So that is something that could occur before the end of the year, I guess. When do we finish?
Well,
the
presumably
C2?
at the climax at World's End, I believe.
Yeah, so possibly
so it could be a big blow up then.
Maybe there'll be a big blow up then, and he'll go to Japan and fight Tanahashi.
Yeah, and if we'd really thought about it to make a prediction, looking at these teams, you would be like, it's probably going to be Mystico who gets the win over Heshizero, and indeed it was.
Yeah. This is the thing, innit? Like, sort of even vaguely paying attention to how the sausage is made gave that one away.
But this is the thing where I'm like, I want to be delighted by a title change, and when Shah Samuels won the Rev Pro Men's World Championship off of Ricky Knight Jr. when nobody thought he would, that was delightful.
Yeah.
But here it wasn't delightful.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's good doing that when it's kind of a feel-good situation, but when it's not, It's like,
It's even if you've just built a fucking storyline. Anyway, we're getting out of the kiln. Should we give a heart rating to this one? I guess it was technically on the main show. It was technically
on the main show.
But also it's like, whatever.
I kind of, three hearts. I just mainly entertained nice. Because Okada is a little shithouse, and that's really funny to me.
Yeah, exactly. And it's fine. I'm glad that they didn't win the trios belts because we don't need those things.
Yeah, you can't book the fucking 2 sets of fucking trios titles that they've already fucking got. And like, that's the thing, it's like, that's the other thing that I'm going back in the kill. The fact that, like, Joe barely defends the trios titles as it is. And I enjoyed having a fight in Champion. I'm sorry. Like, because like Hangman had matches that weren't even title defenses, like, as well. So it's like, is Joe gonna do that? I don't know. But my agenda at the minute is maybe like Eddie and Swerve and Hangman can take the trios titles off him. Ooh. That'd be fun.
I don't hate that. Okay, that's definitely...
That's how you could partly make it up to me, Tony Khan. You fucker.
The thing is, there's not going to be an awful lot of time between now and World's End for Joe to defend the title, even if he wanted to be a fighting champion, because the C2 takes up so much time.
Yeah. This is it, isn't it, as well? Like, it's pretty much... from now until World's End is likely, for the most part, is going to be C2 matches plus the women's match, whatever women's match we get every week.
The women's tag title thing. Yeah. Yes. Well, yeah. Boo, hiss. I sort of knew that I was going to be grumpy because of the C2 starting and everything, and World's End is always a misery. But yeah, the misery is set in earlier than expected.
Yeah. Shit Christmas. Shit Christmas present. Fuck you.
Hate it.
Take it back to the shop. We don't like it.
Oh.
Get a refund.
I wonder if that means Hangman's not coming to the UK. He'll have to, won't he? He'll have to.
You would hope. I am also very glad that I got to see him have a title defence in London in person. Because I never got to.
That was your one.
Yeah, that was the one I got, which is, at least I got that, I guess. But otherwise...
Boo, hiss. Everything we talk about is going to be coloured by...
Yeah, literally.
There's no way to get away from it.
Well, this is the problem if you book a fucking stupid ending. Like, it is going to colour everything else. That's just how it works, unfortunately.
True facts. Yeah.
But, deal with it. You're dealing with the consequences of your poor decisions, Tony Khan.
The consequence of his poor decisions is like every girly podcast shouting at you.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much, yeah.
And that's what you get.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
And you should be forced to listen to us and not the men on Twitter because they're boring.
Well, I think this is part of the problem, that he listens to people who hate him and his product, because apparently there's been people beating the Hangman should drop it drum for ages, by all accounts.
But he's hardly had it that long.
Exactly.
He won it in July.
But this always fucking happens. This always fucking happens. As soon as he gets it, this was the same thing with with the Punk thing. It was like, as soon as he fucking won it, people were fantasy booking it on Twitter how they could get it off him and onto Punk. That was what they were doing. And Tony Khan was clearly doing the same thing. And clearly this is what he's done here. He's like, I've done a really good build for that. Right, how can I get it off him? Immediately. There's no fucking thought of, I'll make this a good run. It's like, how can we get it off him? Or at least that's what it feels like. Anyway.
On the plus side, Samoa Joe's not CM Punk.
No, thankfully.
And as far as we know, he's not a complete asshole.
No, it's not. It's not a personal problem with Joe at all. Like, it's just, again, it's a certain somebody's fanboyishness colouring everything else. Like, we know you've got a hard on for fucking mid-2000s Ring of Honor. We know you don't need to hammer it so hard. Like...
That was a horrifying metaphor.
Sorry.
What was I going to say? Oh, no, because... Yeah, I think what's really frustrating for me as, like, a new fan... Like, I am relating this more to Bryan Danielson beating Swerve than to Punk beating Hangman, because I wasn't around for that, but also because it has the same feeling of, like, this being a guy that you love for things he's done in the past, but what has he done for me lately?
Yeah.
Nothing. Like, while I've been watching, he has not been doing the amazing in-ring or amazing, like, character work or charisma work that people seem to think that they used to do. So I guess I just can't enter into that like, I would love to be excited and happy, but I'm not.
No. It's but it's again, it's like I say, it's like like we were saying before, it's just so they can have that name in the lineage.
But he's already in the lineage.
He's already in the lineage, and also it's just it's again the like people go, oh no, you're just mad that your guy lost. It was like, no, I'm just mad that, like, when people are rewarded for stuff that they did 20 years ago. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, but can we just not have, like, because the reason why I started watching AEW in the first place was to see new people and new stars being made, not just people that Tony Khan was a fan of in the mid-aughts getting belts that maybe they didn't get at the time when they should have. Like, you know what I mean? It isn't up to you to right historical wrongs. It's up to you to run a wrestling company and promote new people and promote new stars. And, you know, and it's supposed to be like kind of a revolutionary thing, not a, well, let's just do a Ring of Honor tribute show. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's I don't think it's quite that bad. I don't think it's quite that bad, but it's like...
but it does sort of put that line that Hangman dropped into his promo about Samoa Joe. What was it? Something like, you're on commentary all but a poncho or something. Like, calling back to that image that people raise as, like, a company trying to humiliate Joe, I guess.
Yeah.
That puts that in a new light, because you're like, yeah, you brought that to mind to contrast that experience with, like, this one where he's being celebrated. But it does just feel like, I don't know if you can right those wrongs, because the moment's passed.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I am all for sort of showing respect and paying tribute to people and callbacks and stuff. I haven't got a problem with that. What I do have a problem with is using your title as a, well, I will correct this historical wrong where somebody didn't win a title and they should have, like, 20 years ago, instead of, like, because that's why I don't particularly like WWE, because their main event scene is built around the same people it's been built around for the past, like, 15 years. Like...
Yeah, what's the point? What's the point?
Not to come over all Lorraine Kelly. What was the point? What was the point? It's just,
oh, dear.
It's like... And I think that is a problem that occurs again later in the card. But...
Yes, well, we got to get there first.
We'll get there first, yeah.
So we get to a no stipulation, just plain old wrestling, because that's exciting, match between Pac and Darby Allin.
See, I was quite excited about this. I was excited at the prospect of making Darby do a wrestle.
And I liked the video of him in the, like, burns unit at the beginning. I thought that was quite funny.
Yeah, like the fucking Invisible Man. It was great, yeah.
And then having Pac, like, play on that, like, digging his fingers into the burns and, just repulsive.
Yeah, he did the twisty burns, which when we were in school, they were called Chinese burns. And I don't think that that's probably culturally okay anymore. So I'm just like,
No.
Twisty Burns. They did the Twisty Burns.
What do the youth call them? We don't know.
We don't
'cause
know.
We're not young.
We don't know. But he was doing that, and that's how you can tell that Pac went to school in the UK. Because he was doing the Twisty Burns.
Yeah. But then, if the point of this match was, let's just do it with straight wrestling and prove that we can do wrestling, they did that, but then it ended with a run-in and fuckery.
Yeah. And this is becoming an issue. This is becoming a fucking
It is becoming an issue. It really is. And I'm like, is this to make us appreciate the Continental Classic, where there's a nobody is allowed at ringside rule?
Maybe.
But we have already seen some fuckery happen at the end of a Continental Classic match.
Indeed,
so no,
we have. Yeah,
we need a fucking do need a reset button of like, no, you're not gonna do that. We are gonna police it more. And obviously, I usually like shenanigans because I'm like, it's not a sport, it is storytelling. But when every single match seems to be, and the rest of my evil faction are here to beat you up, it's just like, oh god.
But that's the thing, and that is another thing that annoyed me about WWE. It was the fact that they would do these fucky finishes because they booked themselves into a corner where neither person in the match can afford to lose. So it's like, what we'll do is we'll just have some fucker run in and mess up the match. And, we'll just have done with it. And it's like, no, be more creative. Be more creative. Do something else. Have some other reason why they won. Or just have them win clean. Just have them win clean.
I would really like to see some people win clean. But yeah, so Wheeler Yuta did a run in, and I think maybe Daniel Garcia. There was some Death Riders. There was some Death Rider shenanigans.
I think Danny just got nailed immediately as soon as he came out. Darby just dropped on him from the apron or something.
Yeah. So for all Pac's chat, he is a hypocrite and a heel, but that whatever. I don't know. I was really struggling with this pay-per-view. Just really struggling to care about anything.
That's the thing. I think maybe that was coloured by your knowledge of the
amount of spoilers.
Yeah. Because I actually, up until the main, actually quite enjoyed the show. I quite enjoyed.
I wish I had.
Because I quite enjoyed this match, but yeah, again, it's like, can we just give it a rest with the fuckery?
Give it a fucking rest.
Tired of it.
Yeah. There were some consequences for cheating as well.
Yeah, because there never is there? There never is any.
No,
it's just
never.
20 men run down to the ring and there's some kind of fuckery. Someone gets hit in the balls, someone gets hit in the head with a fucking belt, and it's over. But
it bothers me even more when they make it a match that's supposed to not have that. So when, specifically with this, when they said it's just going to be a straight wrestling match, we're not going to put a stipulation on it, or with the steel cage where it's like no one can get in or out, and I know because that's the trope now, but but sometimes you have to do it clean so that we understand the significance of it not being clean.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just exhausting. It's just exhausting.
Again, I mean, we're going to keep coming back to it, and there's no avoiding it. But even if Joe would have won the main event clean, I wouldn't have been happy about it.
No,
but it would have been better than what they did, and fucking starting the incel dojo,
Oh, the incel. Right. The thing is though, if you want to be it's because it's kind of has to gesture towards being sport, I am here for that, and I wish that we would have some more shock upsets more often, because of course, the underdog team occasionally does get it together and win, and all it takes is they say 3 seconds, but I don't know, this didn't feel like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too internet poisoned.
Yeah, I don't know. Entirely too much fuckery. And we do not need 3 giant factions of men running around.
It's too many.
Yeah.
Too many factions. Smash them up now.
Yeah. Either that or turn the Elite into a super faction. and get Hangman and Swerve in there. That'd be fun.
Well, especially because we already had a ready-built, like, stupid boys Fight Club faction in the frat party. Frat house.
Frat house. They weren't winning nothing, though, were they? Bless them. Bless their hearts.
No, they're not. But I'd rather they did, because they've at least built that over time.
Yeah.
Not just like, hey, I have a secret faction. Like, this isn't... I think that's why it feels like such a cheat. Like, that's not how a story is told. You don't just go, haha, but actually, I have 20 other allies that you didn't know about. Like, no, that's not how
Yeah,
you
especially
do
when
things.
none of them have names. They're just
And there was no
fucking
need
guy.
Because Hobbs and Shibata were there anyway. Like, if they weren't there, that would be almost something. But it's like, there literally was no need for these nameless men. Honestly, when they first showed them to us, I was a bit like, this just feels like Mercedes and her belt boys. Like, well, I don't need to pay attention to these guys because they're not anyone. And it's like, oh, now I am supposed to pay attention to them. Right, okay.
We only
Well,
pay
who are they
attention when it's Sunshine Machine. Sorry, the machine.
If it could always be Sunshine Machine in the background, that would change
In the
things
little fluffy
considerably, I
hats.
think. Yes. Okay, how many... Let's drag ourselves through some more of this pay-per-view. How many hearts would you give Pac versus Darby?
I had 3 again. It was fine.
Yeah.
I have no real strong feelings either way.
Aggressively mediocre set of points. Then we got to our other consolation women's match. So we had a 4-way tag match between the 4 semi-finalists of the Women's Tag League. Timeless Love Bombs versus the Babes of Wrath versus the Sisters of Sin versus Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir.
Which they need a name, really.
They do.
Gods of War.
Megan, yeah. They just need to... What was somebody... no, somebody said...
Gods of Death.
The God Problem.
Ah!
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's good shit.
But again, I watched this and it was fine.
I did actually really enjoy this one. It was just, yeah.
This is the most low energy I've ever been on this podcast. I'm like, well, I guess some wrestling happened.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you know the result in advance, and
Yes,
it's the most
I
deflating
need
result
to know.
ever.
Yeah.
It was. I quite enjoyed it. I was kind of excited for the prospect of a Type A death match, but that's not happening, as we found out on Collision last night.
No, but the Timeless Love Bombs did win. And we found out that the stipulation is a hardcore holiday death match.
I fucking love that.
Which is good because we said we want it to be like a ridiculous stip that we don't really know what to expect and they can kind of invent their own thing. So
Yeah.
I hope that there are baubles and Christmas lights and you could use like fairy lights as barbed wire, couldn't you?
You could, and
That'll
you
be fun.
know, if they do smashed up ornaments, Marina's feet. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Marina's feet.
R.I.P. Marina's feet. Stab someone with a candy cane. Smack someone with a Yule log, or like a fruit.
I want
boiled
somebody
fruitcake
like
over the head.
sucking a candy cane through the whole match to fashion it into a point.
Stab you with it. Yeah. Basically, they can watch the movie Santa Sleigh and take their inspiration for Christmassy weapons from that.
Yeah, I do. I am excited for this. I think I wasn't really under the impression that anyone was probably going to win it other than the Timeless Love Bombs. Either the Timeless Love Bombs or Megan and Marina, I think. But
Interesting.
we did get the promo because Tony on Dynamite then cut a promo on Mox, which
Yeah,
was
delightful.
very funny.
She keeps cutting promos on Mox, and I'm like, don't tease me with this. I want
Yeah,
this.
either give us the match, shit, or get off the pot.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of desperately want that match. Like,
Yeah.
and I have a feeling we're never going to get it, but I want it really badly. I did enjoy her repeatedly calling Mox Johnny.
Yes. Johnny.
Johnny. I really like you, Johnny.
Oh, I loved that. And I loved when she's like, this morning I rolled over and I saw my sweet, sweet Mina. And then, like, Mina came in and she was like, there she is.
Aww.
And, like, smile on her face. It was just like, oh, cute.
He's so cute.
I love you.
Yeah.
And you are not allowed to forget that Mina is Tony's wife.
Yes.
And nor should you. It's very important.
10 out of 10, all the brownie points for Nigel McGuinness this week for repeatedly calling her Tony's wife.
Oh, good. And no
quote
unquotes.
unquotes. So Nigel is our favourite this week.
Yeah, he's a good boy this week. Well, I have some questions about Nigel this week later. No, what did she? I like how she called out Mox for wearing cargo pants.
I, as a fan of cargo pants, I felt personally attacked.
No, but it's just like, I just love that she's so glamorous. She's like, this is distasteful to me.
Oh, she always looked perfect, doesn't she? God damn it.
She looked fucking amazing when she did this, though. Like
she did.
When she's in like full glam, it's like how is there a woman so beautiful in the world?
Stunning. Yeah, no, she looked great, and she just ripped Mox a new one, which is always fabulous.
He didn't react.
Thing is, I think he did. There was a couple of times where it looked like he was trying not to laugh. Because he kept kind of like turning his head and like wiping his mouth, and it was like, Mox is having a giggle. You're having a giggle there, mate. But I enjoyed it very much, like, and he was like, no, at Marina, because Marina was like, I'm gonna kill her. So yeah, that whole bit was great. Loved it.
I think what's really fun about it is the way that it felt like characters from different universes clashing.
Yeah.
Because like we know they're on the same shows, but she's so theatrical and unreal and over the top, and he's supposed to be the most sort of grounded, realistic character.
Quote
that
unquote.
Putting them together is like, how could you shouldn't be together? This is wild. And I love that.
Yeah, it's great. I like it when the streams cross. Sometimes that's fun.
Yeah,
but yeah, this early holiday death match is gonna be. I think it's gonna be a fun time. So
I hope so. Yeah, but yeah, I really feel like my perception of the women's four-way tag was that it was a sort of exercise in wheel spinning, and as a result I've just retained nothing about it.
Unfortunately, It's it was a fun little match.
It was fine. Yeah, it didn't move me, which is a shame because I'd love like everyone in it.
Yeah, I do enjoy that they did do this match and got more women on the card, because otherwise it would have been like 4. If they'd done to like 2 singles matches, it would have just been 4, and instead we got 10.
We could have had a third match.
Could have had a third
2
match.
out of 13 is fucking abysmal.
Yeah. But this is a common complaint. Like the shit don't change.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, but I think we've still got to keep... It's boring to keep yelling about it, but it's fucking boring that they don't fix it.
Yeah. It's because I mean, there is kind of... Again, it's the same issue we had at All In, where it was like, were you tying up both the TBS title and the Women's World title in one match? So it's like... And it seems like, again, this is a case of, like, Tony Khan not being especially willing to book women's feuds when it's not got a title involved.
And which is why we need the tag titles.
Yes, this had a title involved. Obviously the Stat and Mercedes match had a title involved, but, like... I'm trying to think. There's not a lot of storylines going on outside of that, is there? Really, on Ring of Honor there is, but not on.
Well, exactly. Like they will put Ring of Honor ass matches on the pre-show, but not a women's one. But you could just as easily bring across a women's Ring of Honor match or a CMLL one. Like
yeah. There doesn't seem to be anything
but they
that would have stopped this from happening, but apparently
we don't count as people. We just get to be tokens. I don't know. what score to give this, because I think it's just frustration of like, I don't know, like it's just not going to mean very much, and it's just, yeah, I guess tokenism is better than nothing, but it's not great.
Yeah, it's still tokenism. That's the thing. I don't know whether I'd go as far as to say that this match specifically was tokenism, but it did feel a bit like, oh shit, we've only got one women's match on the card. Let's just fudge something together to make it relevant to the women's tag tournament kind of thing. Like, it doesn't seem like a massive amount of thought went into it, really. But the match itself was really good, and I really enjoyed it. So, yeah.
But then it's another 3,
it's
isn't
another
it?
3, yeah.
I just, bad, upsetting. Don't like it. Feels bad, man. Then we had the Tag Team Championship match, which I'd also been spoiled for, so I also was like, I don't want to engage with this because, again, I hate it.
Yeah.
What is wrong with this pay-per-view? World's End needs to fucking surprise us and be a really fun time.
And not ruin Christmas.
Fuck it, it's just...
Christmas is already ruined. The turkey's burnt.
It's already...
Already cooked it a month in advance.
Yeah, it's going to be extremely mouldy by
stanky
by World's End.
Stanky green turkey.
World's End is a mouldy green turkey. It's not going to be. Maybe we need to be more optimistic. I don't know.
Well, this is the thing. It's killed my optimism. This show
it's
has
very
killed my
hard.
optimism completely.
There's glimmers. There are things to be optimistic about, but the first half of this paper, I mean, again, I know that it wasn't helped by me watching it on a delay and on a fucking shitty stream. So, there was already a level of frustration at just, the tech not working.
Yeah.
And that has carried over into how I feel about the matches, which isn't entirely fair.
Yeah.
But also, FTR, for fuck's sake.
I mean, this is the thing, because it's kind of bled into, the... even though I watched it but that's another thing, is that as I was watching the pay-per-view, I really enjoyed it up until the main event. And then now when I'm going back over it again, it's sort of, like you say, it's just kind of tainted everything else, unfortunately. Yeah. And also it's now I've had time to think about this match. The match itself, fucking great. Really like it. The matches that I bit on all the near falls, I had a good time, but then after the match was over, it was kind of like, oh fuck, I've just realised why FTR won that. Fuck.
This is weirdly what you're thinking of now is a thing that I thought I'd been spoiled for but hadn't, because you are thinking that FTR are gonna have the tag titles taken off them by Edge and Christian, aren't you? So, because I saw lots of people say that. I saw a few people talking about it, and I thought, oh, I guess those fuckers must have come back, probably in the Casino Gauntlet. Ugh.
No.
But then they didn't.
No.
So in a way, that improved my enjoyment.
Yeah, the thing is, it's I think they're fine. They're fine. But they don't.
But it's another Lifetime Achievement Award, though.
Yeah, that's it. They're fine. They could have a fine feud with FTR without the titles needing to be involved in it. And it kind of annoys me because there's so many exciting tag teams in the tag division now.
Yeah.
That it's kind of oh, what? Well, why? Why are we doing this? It just, everything was starting to cook. We had the Bucks having bangers. We have Brodido. We've got fucking, it's Jet Speed as well. We've got so many good fucking teams. And no, we're going to tie up the tag titles in this, apparently.
We don't know that yet.
Yeah, come on. Come the fuck on. Yes, we do.
Not if I break their legs. To be clear, I wouldn't do that.
I was going to say, You're going all Kathy Bates in Misery.
But like the opposite. It's like, it's not like I want you to write another book. It's I don't want you to have another fucking tag title run.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. People keep telling me that they're gonna do fun things and I'll like them because they used to be fun. But I've seen no evidence of this.
I mean, when they're being grumpy old men in character on the show, that is kind of funny. But I just don't think we especially need the tag titles tied up in this feud. Like I know FTR hit Edge in the wife, and you know, I get that, but I don't understand why it needs tag titles. Like, can't it just be about vengeance?
Bore off. I don't. But the thing is, I don't think I want to see it at all. Like, I don't think the prospect of Cope and Christian versus FTR could fill me with joy in any possible way.
No. But there are plenty of tag teams who do fill me with joy. And it's like, there's... What are they going to be fighting over? Because there isn't much they can fight over, because we all know where this is fucking going.
What if all the old men who were on the brink of retirement just fucking retired? What if they did that?
Or just said no to title runs. I mean, to at least credit to Danielson, he didn't fucking want it. And it was insisted upon. But, like, yeah, just maybe just go, nah, you're all right. Like, it's again, we go back to this thing. It's like, the reasons why I tuned into AEW in the first place was not to see, you know, people who were big names in WWE win all the big titles. Like, I understand why they did it with Jericho in the beginning. I get that. I get why they did it. But, like,
yeah.
That isn't what I tuned in for. I wasn't there because, Chris Jericho's got the world title. Couldn't give a fuck. You know, it's like I am interested in these new guys that I have never seen before. Like, because I didn't have the history of, like, being a long time Ring of Honor or New Japan watcher. So it's like, this was all new and exciting to me. And I still find those people new and exciting. Like, but less so when it comes to people that I have been watching for 20 odd years who are now past their best. I don't necessarily think that I think, great, send people off. If someone's retiring, give him a good send-off. That's fantastic. Doesn't need to have belts attached to it. Leave that for everybody else. It does not need...
No. I guess Sting had a belt.
Yeah, but I wasn't even that into that either. It was like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need a greatest hits tour with the belt. I just don't. Especially not when, like I say, we've got so many exciting tag teams.
Yeah.
But what are we doing? We're just signing them up for a carriage clock run, apparently.
Yeah, I guess it comes down to who they think their audience is. But it would make more sense to try to attract a new, younger audience, because that's where the money is.
Well, apparently not. Apparently, it's the money is in people who want to watch reruns of shit.
Nostalgia for a different company.
Yeah.
But also, like, the people who are nostalgic for that company are probably watching that company because they've got all their old guys. I don't know. There's fucking no way of understanding these booking decisions. But if that happens, I'll be sad. But Brodido are such a pair of lovely angels, and it's a shame that this is how they end their tag run.
Yeah.
Because like, they've started saying FTR 11-time tag champions. It's like, no, they're not. They're 3-time tag champions, because I know we can acknowledge other companies, but that just sounds insane.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We don't do that for everyone. So, like, where's the consistency? I don't know.
It's another case of like sprinkling something on something and wording it a certain way so it sounds bigger, I guess, or so they sound like bigger than what they've done in AEW. It's like the same thing with the Joe thing. It was just like that's a weird arbitrary achievement that you've just pulled out of your ass. to make this feel more important.
As in that he's got the Ops title as well.
That he's got the Trios title as well. 2 world titles at the same time, and it's like that's a weird, arbitrary achievement to have pulled out.
Also, the Trios title's not a real title. Shut up.
That shit hasn't been interesting. The Trios titles have not been interesting since they took them off the Elite. Like, and when the fucking House of Black won in a nothing feud.
Oh, God,
fuck
me. The House of Black, in retrospect, was a terrible mistake.
I think,
like, as a
for
faction.
what it did for Brody and Julia, I'm all here for, kind of held Buddy back, I think, because Buddy got more interesting when Malachi went. It's just, I mean, I like the sort of parts of the House of Black. Like, I like Brody, and I like Buddy, and I like Julia. But, like...
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, the faction was, in retrospect, not helping it. But he's another one of those guys that it's like, oh, he's gone now, and it turns out he was doing nothing, so it's fine. I forgot he existed until now. Fuck's sake. How many hearts do we give FTR versus Brodido? I feel like none of this we're talking about the matches, which is... I don't know if it's a problem with us or a problem with the pay-per-view. I'm tempted to blame the pay-per-view itself.
Yeah, because there's decisions that were made, and it's like, I've seen why you've done that, but I don't like it.
Yep.
It's like you can see the logic in something, you can see the thinking behind it, but also think it's a bag of shit.
I don't want to be but I think that's the problem, is I don't want to be thinking about the logic. I want the story to be compelling enough that I'm thinking about the story and the characters and the matches themselves. But again, I'm watching the stream.
But it's kind of the poor booking kind of obscures it slightly. That's the problem. Is like when the booking of it is so telegraphed that you can't help but see the strings. Well, that makes it difficult.
I think that's what I mean. Is bad storytelling makes you just look at the booking, whereas when it's a good story, you're just following the story and what the characters are doing and thinking about it like that, like engaging with it in the way that you want to be engaging with it.
And that is the way I would prefer to be engaging with it. But unfortunately, it's the decisions have been so poor that you can't not notice it.
Bad choices. I'm giving this a 3 again, I guess. It's like...
I would say a 4.
Do you want to go 4?
It was a 4 for me
right.
because the actual match itself was really enjoyable. And I just hated it afterwards when it dawned on me why FTR had won. Because I was like, I don't mind them winning it again so much. That wasn't really the issue. It's more...
I do. I was like, oh, if you make it be FTR versus the Bucks again, I will just roll on the floor and kick and scream.
I mean, I would say there's more chance of them, the Bucks and Kenny, maybe going after the Ops possibly at some point.
I would not mind
I wouldn't mind that.
That would be okay. All right. Well, the future will be what it will be. Those old men are probably coming back to be old men at us again. That's the last thing we need. Bring me some young... No, just bring me women. I don't care how old they are.
Just women in general. More women in general. More sort of... exciting tag teams. We've got lots of exciting tag teams, and unfortunately they're not going to be fighting for the tag titles at all. Or if they do, they're onto a loser, because like I say, it's so predictable that you can see exactly where it's going, which makes it annoying.
It hasn't happened yet. Maybe it will never happen. Maybe I can live in denial. Okay, so this brings me to the only match on this card that I was excited about that I hadn't been spoiled for. And that was a nice experience to watch a match where I was like, I feel slightly invested. I guess it just means I should stay up in future.
Yeah. There is that, yeah. It's way past your bedtime, though. It's like the main show doesn't start until like 1. That's so far past your bedtime.
Ridiculous. Oh, I'm keeping it for the end, but I'm gonna talk about Rev Pro at the end, and that like I did have to go to Coventry for this. It was necessary.
Yeah.
It was necessary, even if I had to sacrifice my enjoyment of Full Gear. So the Casino Gauntlet match started, and we had these 2 matches to determine who the first 2 in would be, so that they were Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. And I guess I thought that would be a bigger deal than it was, because it felt like they were only in there together for like 10 seconds before they sent someone else in. It's like, wait, I thought we just spent weeks establishing that you two were going to be fighting each other, and now we don't care.
Did they even exchange a blow? I don't think they did they?
I don't know. So, once again...
They might have had a lock-up, I think.
That absolutely turned into nothing, because then Ricochet came in. But that was good, because we like Ricochet.
We love Ricochet on the mic. He's very funny.
Love Ricochet. He was on the microphone. But then he had the Gates of Agony show up and get involved, which was like... I would not mind this as shenanigans if it weren't for the fact that shenanigans are constantly happening. Cheating is constantly happening. More like naughty heels coming in. It's too much.
It's entirely too much. It is getting old. It is getting really fucking old. Like,
is this like people moan about the House of Torture?
Yeah,
they do this.
Yeah,
don't they? Is that what they're?
But the thing is, though, it's like at least with House of Torture, it is just House of Torture. Like, as opposed to 3 different
Death
factions
Riders
doing it.
And the Don Kellis, or at least 3.
At least 3,
yes.
Like,
yeah.
You know, because the Demand are technically a faction, even though there's only 3 of them. Like, you know.
Yeah, no, that's a faction. That's a faction.
Totally counts as a faction.
At least they beat up MVP and got him out of there. So then in came Claudio, and then in came Danny Garcia. So now we have a very unpleasant environment for sweet little Orange Cassidy to come running into. It's like everyone in there wants to kill you.
3 ginger cats in a man suit. Oh, but they did beat up on Ricochet slightly more, which was terribly funny. Just Ricochet just eating shit for this entire match was great.
My favourite bit was Yuta came in and Orange Cassidy was like, right, time to fuck up my former son. But then because Yuta had Claudio and Daniel Garcia in the match, it was like a 3-on-1 of Death Riders versus Orange Cassidy. Yeah. And then Ricochet was like, tried to pretend that he was in with the Death Riders to beat up on Orange Cassidy as well. And then they were like, no, fuck that, we're going to beat you up. That was fun. I liked that bit.
That was fun. I think, I get the feeling Claudio and Orange just really like wrestling each other. Like,
they do seem to, don't they?
They always have a good time. Well, Orange doesn't have a good time. He just gets thrown around quite a lot. But
yeah, that man is in his 40s. Be careful with him.
We're very prone to breaking.
Him. He is a guardian of a lot of our joy right now, so please don't be breaking him, please. Thank you.
Can we not break Orange Cassidy?
No, don't break Orange Cassidy.
That would be the end of it.
We need him. So then, and also I didn't know that Orange Cassidy was in this match, and I had been bewailing the fact that I had to watch this whole pay-per-view, and I wasn't even going to get an Orange Cassidy match, so at least he showed up, so that made me happy. Briefly. And then in came Kevin Knight to do some flying, and Roderick Strong and Mark Davis, because we got to give him something to do, I guess.
I'm just always delighted to see Big Mark. Big Mark. Love Big Mark.
I used to really love him, and I feel like I don't anymore.
Oh, I still do. I'm really offended by the fact that he has to come out to the brown noise and not Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi.
Yeah,
that makes me mad.
It is mean, isn't it?
I do, but I really fucking love Davis, though. I just want him to do more stuff. I enjoyed Davis on Collision as well this week, where it was like, what are you thankful for, Davis? And he was like, nothing, mate.
I liked it when we got that bit of him and Kyle interacting.
Yeah.
Where Davis was basically just screaming incoherently and Kyle Fletcher was doing a bit of comedy. I enjoyed that. That was nice.
Fun. Oh, it just makes me miss Aussie Open, though.
Yeah. But yeah. Then we got Speedball.
Speedball. I fucking love that tune. So good.
Me too. It's really good. I can't believe that we have got to a point where we love it, when it's like, it's not brass bunky, and I didn't think that would happen.
Yeah, like after a while, and also after talking to because we got to speak to Ruckus about it not long after it debuted, and like he was saying he wanted to do something that was kind of in that vein, but something unique to Speedball, and now I'm like, yeah, that's Yeah,
you did a
did a really good job. Yeah,
Did a good job.
because it pops me every time it comes on, just because I could go do speed bump.
And then we put in Daddy Magic to come and get his revenge on Daniel Garcia.
Yes.
So that was a really nice assortment of men in this match, actually.
Yeah, it was like a nice little selection box in the middle of shit Christmas.
Yeah. There wasn't, I thought there would be like maybe a debut or a return or something in this match, and there wasn't. But it's still, that was a decent lineup. I thought
it was,
into
yeah.
it.
And
happy about it.
I think maybe what it is that earlier on, there was so many like surprise returns and debuts and things, and they don't do it quite as much anymore because, like, obviously the hiring policy has changed. So it's like they have a tendency now to kind of hire people who are going to fit rather than like somebody who's just a big name from somewhere else. It's like they have to have a purpose to being there now, which is, I think, an improvement.
Yeah.
But I think everybody got so used to like every pay-per-view having a surprising comeback or a surprising debut or something that now it's like every time there isn't one, it feels almost weird.
Yeah, but you know, the I think we expected Kevin and Speedball to be in there, but then like Daddy Magic was kind of a surprise.
That was a surprise.
Didn't predict
that.
And
I was quite excited just because it meant that he was going to come and like beat 7 lumps of shite out of Danny. And I think they battled to the back, didn't they? They like took themselves out of the match basically because they just started fighting and either went up the ramp or went into the crowd. So that was them 2 out of it.
That's how you don't win the national championship.
That's how you don't win the national championship. I did thoroughly enjoy everybody beating up Ricochet, though. That was because he's such a little dork.
He's great. He's so good. And then he fucking won it. He hit a sneaky little spirit gun on Kevin Knight and got the win. And that really popped me massively. Like, Ricochet is the first ever national champion. I know he is an ex-WWE guy, so I'm being a hypocrite, but I think Ricochet has done so much for me in AEW. Like, he isn't coasting at all. He's fully invested and doing shit, and that's good times.
I think that's the thing as well.
I'm delighted.
That's the thing. Because I hated to go, because they're ex whatever guys or ex TNA, ex Ring of Honor, whatever. I think the thing is with Ricochet, he can go like the fucking clappers, and we're getting to see Ricochet as he should have been in the other place. Like, I think that's the difference, is that it's like we are basing it on what he's doing in the here and now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what he did in WWE because I didn't see it, but he's done so much fun, like, character stuff, and like, yeah, like you say, like getting beaten up. He loses all the fucking time, gets squashed. Yeah. He's just like makes himself look like a fucking idiot for the sake of a laugh. Yeah. Like, yeah, I
always admire that. I think like that's the case with a lot of my favourites, is that they are not afraid to laugh at themselves or make themselves look silly.
Yeah.
For the sake of the story or whatever. And I'm always a big fan of that. So it's like, yeah, I am more than fine with this. And also I think, like I said last week, like, Ricochet is a guy that I can see, like, sort of pootling around to other promotions to do defenses on other shows. So that'll be fun as well. Like,
yeah, I'm giving this a 5-star, a 5 heart rather, 5 hearts, because I was really, it made me happy, and that it took a lot. I was harder to please than usual.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 hearts for that one. Gimmick infringement.
Why do I want to say stars? Gimmick. Yeah, none of that. So then we come to the other big Death Rider match, which is Kyle O'Reilly versus Jon Moxley, because Kyle has been making Jon Moxley tap out in Blood and Guts and decided he deserved a proper match.
Which he did.
So he had one.
Which he thoroughly did.
And he did it again.
Good lad. Good lad. We love Kyle.
We love Kyle. We love Mox.
We love Mox.
Good stuff.
Mox did some excellent face pulling.
He did do some excellent face pulling. Was it Bryan Danielson was talking about how Marina gave Mox a fork, like, oh, does she not trust him to get the job done kind of thing? which I thought was an interesting take.
Yeah, that was, yes. I think he did say something like
But I
that,
guess
didn't he?
Brian also has his history with Mox.
Yeah, there's also that. Brian just wanted to be bitchy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there was some really good spots in this. The nipple spot. Oh.
Yeah. I love that they can still find things. I think
Mox is especially good at it as well. Like,
he
just
is.
things that make you go, ugh.
Yeah, whether it's like a fucking fingernail or an earlobe or a...
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
It's, ooh, yeah. I enjoy things that make you go, ugh.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
I mean, I sort of, again, it was one of those matches where I sort of figured Kyle would get the win because, you know, Mox wants to put Kyle over huge because he loves him, clearly. Mox pulled extremely funny faces, and that was what I decided after watching Full Gear, that I was going to become disinvested and just become a silly faces appreciation account on Blue Sky.
That would be a fun thing to do, though. There's a lot of silly faces.
There's so many. There's so many. I should make a second thing, shouldn't I? Second account, just collect silly faces.
Or even just do it on your main account. Have a hashtag for it.
Yeah, that might also be an idea.
Your gimmick.
Yeah.
The thing that I had been spoiled for this match was that Kyle O'Reilly, was that Tony Khan had said that Kyle O'Reilly was supposed to be in the Continental Classic, but he had pulled him out because of injuries. Yeah. So I did say, like, can somebody spoil for me? Like, am I going to see something horrendous? How much do I need to brace myself? But we didn't. And also, when I watched the match, I was like, I'm suspicious about whether that's a real injury or not.
I think after he did the spot where they stomped on the chair, Kyle ended up with, I think, a pretty deep cut on, like, the back of his arm, like, just above his elbow.
Right.
And I don't know whether maybe he, like, cut himself and it was quite deep and he had to go and get stitched up. But it's hard to say. It's like, I don't know whether it was just a case of, well, that's not going to be healed up in time for Wednesday. But also, I'm at the same time, I'm like, well, it could have been just that was the plan all along, and Roddy's taking his place in the tournament.
Yeah.
And we're going to sort of put Roddy over huge as well, which I'm also fine with. Like, I am okay with that. Like, because, like, Kyle has had some absolute fucking bangers the past sort of few weeks, and I was delighted to see him get his flowers sort of thing. So, you know, I am fine with that. I'm fine with sort of Roddy getting a bit of shine as well. It's cool.
Well, especially if they were like, we don't want to now have Kyle lose a bunch of matches in the
That is also, because he probably would have, I think, looking at the lineup, he probably would have ended up losing a few times. So, yeah.
Yeah. There was just a few things. So I was like, I don't know if I trust you. Because I think Tony Khan had said ahead of time, we'll see what the injury situation is after Full Gear before I announce the Continental Classic lineup, which is a fairly normal thing to say, I guess. But it did feel a bit like it was planting a seed for the announcement that somebody wouldn't be in it due to injury. And also, that spot happened relatively early in the match, and obviously the match kept going, which is fine. At the end of the match, after Kyle had won, after Mox had tapped yet again, they had like Doc Sampson and someone else come over to check out Kyle, and then Mox went back to him and attacked him again.
Yeah, they tend not to do.
It's just a bit like they tend not to. They did do it with Kota.
They did do it with Kota. Yeah, that was the only thing I was thinking. But the thing is, though, they were very obviously very, very careful when it was Kota, whereas it didn't seem quite as ginger and careful as it was with Kyle.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Not sure.
Basically, I want to believe that he's not badly injured because I love him and I don't want him to be hurt.
Yeah.
So I would like it to be a work.
Yeah, I would very much like it if it's a work. Like, I am more than fine with it if it is I would much prefer that than him being actually injured, obviously.
Yeah, I would hate that. I would be very upset if he was actually
Yeah.
injured, so please don't be injured. Kyle, I hope you're okay. I love you. But yeah, that there wasn't even any broken glass for Mox to blame this time. Every other time he's tapped because he was being dragged into broken glass. This time, tapped out to an ankle lock because he's a big coward.
Yeah. Did you see the promo after?
Oh, where all the rest of the Death Riders are just standing there glaring daggers at him.
Well, he's like
Yes.
doing press-ups and going, I'm fine, I'm completely fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That was very funny. It was just Pac's face through the whole thing, just didn't move. He was just like, death.
Yeah. This was a good match, and I liked it, and I liked that Mox lost and that Carl won, and I liked that they'd been telling the story to build up to this. Happy times. This was like probably not my favorite moment, but one of my favorite moments of the pay-per-view. I think.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts. This match was solid, good, stood up, happy with it.
Which is about what we can hope for. It didn't make us cripplingly depressed, so it gets 5.
Well, I would say it made me actively quite happy for Carl to win.
It was good.
And proud of both of them. So yeah, good stuff. I'm giving that a 5 heart. That is happy times.
Can it be 5 of those emojis? You know, the one that pulls up face, because that's just Mox.
I'm not sure if I know which one.
I will send it to you.
Yes,
the one that goes. Meh.
Okay.
If emojis could make noises, that's the one it would make.
Okay, you can find that emoji and put it in, and that can be that. I do think, however, it was kind of a mistake to put this back to back with the TNT No DQ Championship match, because they were both like very messy, bloody, weapony.
Oh god, yeah, because the pearl clutches were out in force, weren't they?
Were they? Oh, which bit?
Oh, the whole thing was too bloody, apparently.
Oh, right. It wasn't. It was just. It's not even that. It's just insert that Chuck Taylor clip about if you give me too many of the same matches back to back, I'm going to be bored. Thing of like. I like it more when there's more of a variation in pace.
Spread out the steps, is what you say. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't need another one the same straight after. And also, I'm already less invested in Briscoe and Carl Fletcher because this is like match 7,900.
Yeah, 3,035. Yeah. Although I was kind of like, I was kind of rooting for Fletcher in this just because of the comedy of Mark Briscoe being in the Don Callis family would have been hilarious.
I think they fucked up offering us that, because of course we would want that.
Why wouldn't we want that? That's like the best thing. Why wouldn't we want that?
You offered us like sublime comedy and then said, no, you can't have it.
Why would you even offer it if you weren't going to let us have it?
Offer us fun things and not let us have them.
But that to me was the more fun option. But I also see why Briscoe won it, and fully deserved. I do enjoy a bit of chicken.
He's fine. I'm whatever. It's just it is also sad that instantly he got a custom TNT belt, because there was a clip on Instagram of Orange Cassidy presenting him with one in that sort of like grey camouflage style strap, and yet nobody at any point got Kyle Fletcher a pink one.
Yeah, I think that's rubbish. That's not fair. I'm blaming Don Callis for that in kayfabe, that you didn't get him a pink belt because he's the forgotten middle child.
Oh no, I thought he was
he's the forgotten middle child. Poor Kyle.
That's interesting. Kyle Fletcher is really fucking good.
He's brilliant, isn't he?
He is good at character
He's great.
work. I think, yeah, he is great. I think we've praised him too much. Well, we haven't, but the internet and commentary have praised him too much for his physical transformation and not enough for his character transformation.
Yes. Yeah, I would agree with that.
I appreciate that he has put in a lot of work on his diet and his weightlifting and everything else to the point where I feel slightly uncomfortable and protective whenever he talks about it, because he's always talking about his body dysmorphia and not feeling good enough and stuff.
Aww.
And I'm just like, Kyle, baby, someone needs to save you from yourself.
Yeah, don't be doing anything silly.
Fine, and yeah. But I think he's done so much. Like, he's transformed his presence more than his physical body. Like,
even
he
more.
Is a different character, different person. Like, and I think we should praise that.
We absolutely should, because it's not the same lanky kid that walked in with Davis. Like, it's like a completely different guy.
And that's that bit that we had with him and Mark that I enjoyed. It was a completely different dynamic between them, and it in an interesting way. And yeah, I think he's really come into his own, and I'm proud of him for that. But I hope that he doesn't end up in too much of a body dysmorphia hole as a result. Who cares?
It's that's the one thing, isn't it? And I mean, I think is though, it's like he's talked about it, but I'm sure that is a thing that is fucking rife as well.
Oh yeah,
like
for sure.
It's just that nobody talks about it.
Yeah, and it's probably better to talk about it in terms for your mental health, and I'm sure there are people that should be talking about it and aren't. But yeah, it just makes me feel very like I need to protect my son from the world.
Yes, yeah, no, I get it
baby.
Completely.
How old is he actually?
It's like, isn't he 24-ish, 24, 25? He is a babby. We are literally old enough to be his mum.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because they kept saying it, didn't they? In fact, the fact that I can't remember it is a real burn on poor Don Callis, because the number of times they've talked about, like, and he's this good at only 25 or whatever it was.
And it bears repeating as well, because fucking hell, he's good for his age, isn't he? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, in terms of, like, not just being great in the ring as well, it's like the character, like, just saying the character work as well is phenomenal. Like, he's so fucking good. And I think, he doesn't get enough credit for the character side of it either. I think he's going to be world champion at some point. That'd be great. Yeah, and I think maybe now he's not got the TNT title, he is sort of freed up to do that, I guess. Like,
ooh. And to be fair, he did have a match with Hangman, so fair enough.
He did, and it was a very good match too.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the build was interesting, but this is the thing. It's like, again, I know we're going back to it again, but it's like the sort of there was the beginnings of a meaty thing there, and now it's like, well, that's over.
But maybe there still can be. Maybe there can still be something. You can build on,
Maybe.
I was almost thinking about how I need to, rather than thinking of wrestling as a soap opera in which the stories are ongoing forever and characters need to be consistent forever, because they're not. No. They change alignment. They, turn heel, turn face, whatever. Maybe it's almost better to think of it as like seasons. Can you hear that fucking cat?
I can.
Again. Think of it as seasons of American Horror Story, where it's like, it's the same cast.
Yeah.
But they might not be the same character.
No. That is probably a better way to think of it, to be fair. The thing, that was the thing I go, well, it's the first chapter. You're judging it by the first chapter. It's like, well, it isn't the first chapter. It's not. And it's like, if I picked up a book and read it, and it read but like the kid that wrote My Immortal, I'm not going to read on from that point. Like, I'm not going to, unless it's terribly funny. I'm not going to keep reading. Yeah. If the writing is shit, I'm not going to bother to keep reading.
And they talk so much about how important the first sentence of a book is, let alone the first chapter. But that makes me think of being about 15 and picking up Poppy Zebright's Lost Souls in the library and reading the first chapter, standing there. And the first chapter is the vampire Christian meeting a teenage boy who asks him to bite him. And he does, but he drains his blood and kills him and throws his body into the river. And the chapter ends with Christian saying he could no more have bitten the boy and turned him into a vampire than the boy could have bitten him and turned him human. And I went, oh, that's fun, interested, and then I read the book. So that's
what you want.
Chapter
That's what you want. You want to be drawn into it, not like completely turned off immediately after reading the first chapter.
Yes, exactly. Fuck off. Blah. What else is there to say about Mark Briscoe and Carl Fletcher? I mean, they're probably gonna run this back at some point because they love to fight each other, apparently.
Well, clearly they do.
Forever
the thing
and
is,
ever.
they do have really great chemistry in the ring, so I can see why. Like, I totally see why. I think sometimes, though, they do have a tendency to spam rematches when they kind of... And it's like... It's... Too much of a good thing becomes a bad thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like... It's one of them. It's like it's the same way. Like I felt like Swerve and Hangman was spammed a little bit. Like that we could have probably taken at least one match out of there. That or we could have maybe just sort of balanced it a bit. But anyway, whatever. But it's like the bygones. But it's the kind of like. Oh, well, everyone really liked this, so let's run it back 70,000 times. Like, no, because that then makes it less special, I think. Yeah. And the thing is, though, my, like, complaints about, like, Swerve and Hangman are, like, out the window completely, considering, like, the amount of fucking spamming of, like, this match and the Hurt Syndicate and the Demand. Like... That was even more egregious.
Samoa Joe and Hangman doing a rematch. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to give this 4 because I did really enjoy it, but I enjoyed it somewhat less than Kyle and Mox. So
I think that's fair. That's
4
fair.
Seems fair. Then we come on to the Elite melodrama that you ordered.
Indeed. Yes. I put in an advance order for some Elite drama.
The £757,000 trios match.
I love that you converted it to pounds. That's so funny.
I was going to say, I'm not sure if that joke works the second time, but hey. So we had Josh Alexander in the box versus Kenny and Jurassic Express. In a promo earlier on, Don had given the Bucks a present, which turned out to be money-themed gear.
Yeah, it was like an upgrade on their old money-themed gear, which was fabulous.
I liked it.
Fabulous. It had glittery bits, green glittery bits. Wonderful.
It is really nice having the Bucks back in their obnoxious clothes and not just the little waistcoat things.
Yeah, it is. They're so good. They're so fucking good. I love the Bucks.
They are so good.
They're the bestest. So because there was going into this, it was like the story was, are the Bucks going to join the Don Callis family? And then it was like, I was insistent that they were gonna pick Kenny over a Millie, and they did like that promo. I think it was on the Dynamite before, possibly, or the Collision before, where they were like, Matt and Nick were both sort of like going on about returning to the glory days, but with a kind of nod and a wink kind of thing. And I was like, oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And then, of course, it did. It did. Hooray! Hooray! The match in general was really fucking good, as it would be, given the people in it.
Of course, yeah.
I do wonder if... Does this mean that the old Elite and the new Elite are going to fuse?
I hope so. I think that would be a fun thing to do.
I would like that.
Yeah. So in the match we had lots of Kenny selling that he'd hurt his leg, which is different from Guts.
Well, yeah, I mean this is the thing, isn't it? Like we've got a new thing. We've got a new thing he can sell now. Yeah, because he came back on like the Wednesday before, and Josh got him in an ankle lock, and he was screaming like he'd been murdered, which was very funny. And yeah, so this was going into it. Kenny's got a dicky leg. Because the thing is, it was like Josh and the Bucks sold really well that there was no fucking chemistry really between them, like as a team, and that they all had far too different agendas to make it work. And I thought they did that really well. Like they played it really well. I have enjoyed Josh being a menace and just like they're just gonna run with it. Like the whole thing with Bushi was obviously a very unfortunate accident, but they are now running with the thing like Josh just destroys people's legs, which is like, you know what, like make lemonade out of that. Like fair enough. But yeah, the match itself was really fun. Lots of overdramatic selling, and did Kenny hit a one-winged angel on the outside on Josh?
Yes.
Your
Yes,
poor
he did.
ass, Kenneth. That's gotta fucking hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not
Debbie
the best.
Kansas gonna be bruised. Yeah, like. It was, yeah, I just really enjoyed it. But in a way, it was like I wasn't sure how the match was going to end.
Yeah.
But I was also like,
but that's good. I
would rather not know.
Like, unsure.
I wasn't sure which one of them were going to win it, but it was like I wasn't sure whether the Bucks were going to abandon Josh in the middle of the match or if they were going to like, because then in the end. The Bucks hit a BT trigger on Jack while everybody else was distracted and got the win. So they won the £757,000.
Yeah.
And so Don was kind of luring them away with the bags of money like the Pied Piper. While the rest of the Don Callis family were beating the shit out of Kenny. And finally, they had an attack of conscience and legged it back to the ring and made the save for Kenny and Jurassic Express.
Yeah.
And then we had the kind of a bit of a callback at the end to like when Ibushi and Kenny reunited, where Kenny wasn't having it at first and smacked their hands away.
Oh yeah, because they offered him a handshake and he was like, no. But then now. This is where we have another issue with Excalibur, which is very bad because Excalibur's got so many strikes against him in my book right now.
What did he do?
The Bucks and Kenny had a big hug. And Excalibur said, I didn't think I'd get to say this again, but you got to give the people what they want. And no, that is
wrong
not when we use that phrase.
That is no.
Incorrect,
Excalibur. How dare you? Yeah, I mean, I am happy that they've reunited. It, again, feels a bit rushed.
Yeah.
And I think that probably isn't helped by Kenny not being around for reasons.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like sort of interestingly kind of ties into listening to that interview with Shaq Wrestling with Kenny and him talking about like, you just don't know how you're going to be from one day to the next. And it's like, that is chronic illness. It's and it's got to be so hard as somebody who has a chronic illness. It's like, I was a fairly sedentary person to begin with, but I still was able to do a job. Like, I was still able to go to work. I was still able to, you know, and then it was like, I got sick and it got worse. And then it's like, even as somebody who's fairly sedentary, it is really difficult to adjust to going from just doing regular stuff, like round the house kind of like, and going to work and stuff, going from that to like at any given point, your body's just going to go, no, you've got to stay in bed. You've got to stay in bed. You've got to sleep for 12 hours. Like, you can't do anything. And that's hard enough if you are just a sort of regular Joe, I guess. A regular not Samoa Joe. It's like, if you are somebody who is athletic and constantly doing stuff, constantly working out, constantly doing this, that, and the other,
like
traveling and everything else, and then also just living your life outside of that, it's got to be so fucking hard. And I have every sympathy with the guy, because it's hard to adjust as like a regular person. I can't even imagine how hard it is to adjust to if you're somebody like Kenny, who is so used to doing so much, and then all of a sudden you can't do anything. It's got to be so fucking difficult. And you know, for all my being sad that he's not around for the build for matches all the time and stuff, it's like, but it can't be helped. It can't be helped. Yeah. And it's like, you know, it's like, it's disappointing as a fan, but it's irrelevant whether it's disappointing as a fan or not, because it's like, this is this guy's life. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And it's just, yeah, I don't know. It was just, it just hit me, and it hit me where I live a little bit. It was like, you know, I fully sympathise with that, like, because it is difficult, like, going from doing things to literally not being able to do anything. Like, you know, you've just got to stay in bed, or you've just got to stay with your feet up on the couch or whatever, and just kind of ride it out and hope you feel better the next day, kind of thing, which has got to be difficult in terms of, like, I guess in terms of, like, booking as well. It kind of, because it's like, well, they can book an angle, but it's like, it's obvious that Kenny has to be sort of prepare and make sure that he is okay for the match, and everything else is kind of, we'll get that if we're lucky, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like he has to do so much to make sure he's just ready for the match. Like, it's, really unfortunate. It's really sad.
It is really
but
sad.
Yeah, and he was saying, I don't want to do matches where people are all worried and stuff. Well, unfortunately, Kenny, tough tits, we worry about you. But, you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, we
are going to worry about you. But it's, it's just like a, I mean, I'm sure I've said it before. We've just got to get used to this being the way things are now, and we just have to enjoy things while we have them. Yeah. You know, because it's just I can see, obviously it's difficult to get to a point where you can do one thing, let alone all the other composite parts that go into being a wrestler. So it's like, But I'm glad we got this match, and it was great. And I'm glad that the Elite are back together.
Yeah.
But the bill,
and they got to do a big hug.
They did a big hug, and it was lovely. And the sort of, the build to it was a bit one-sided, because it was basically like the family in the books kind of, and the Jurassic Express doing most of the pushing it forward kind of thing. But I think it's just, it can't be helped. That is just how things are, and we just have to adjust to that, I think. But I am very happy that we got Elite reunion. Hopefully we can add one more person, maybe two more people to the Elite, possibly.
Maybe some more people.
One day.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that fits together. So we had a little bit of a tease on Dynamite, where they had Lexi go to Kenny's dressing room to interview him and ask him how he was feeling, and he kind of said, well, you know, I've done bad things as well, so I couldn't hold it against the Bucks, and, you know, everybody deserves a second chance. And then they just had Lexi stand there after he'd finished the interview and closed the door, just stand there awkwardly for a few seconds, and then the Bucks came out of Kenny's dressing room.
It's like, he's already forgiven him, because we've seen BTE, we know this. If you watch BTE, they have already been forgiven.
Yeah. I found it very funny that someone on Blue Sky was like, why did they imply that the Bucks and Kenny were having sex? And then it's like, because BTE is fully integrated with the show now, and
that's what I said. I was like, why did it was Walk of Shame vibes. It was very funny.
Yeah. It was very funny.
They've just been in there blowing Kenny's job.
You sort of knew it was coming, though, right? Like, you knew it was there, because, like the whole time that Lexi was interviewing Kenny and he was just standing in the doorway, I was trying to see past him, being like, I know they're in there. And then he closed the door, and I was like, oh, maybe I was wrong. No.
They popped the little heads out, looking very sheepish. I think it was the sheepishness of it. And it's like, well, what have you been... I wouldn't have questioned it, but then they looked really sheepish, and it was like, what have you been doing in there, boys?
I love them.
They are the best. They are the best. And I am glad that
bestest boys.
This also means that now Kenny is back on BTE, I hope, when he's around.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, or he could like do a little video and send it in. I can edit it in. That'd be nice. Yeah. Good stuff. How many elite hearts do we give
all
this?
of them. Infinity.
Okay. Yeah, and get infinity hearts for the elite reunion. Yay! And then that brings us to the main event.
The actual main event. Yep.
The actual main event, the world title, which was Chris Statlander versus Mercedes Moné. Stat's entrance made me so happy.
Cool.
I think that was my favourite thing on this whole pay-per-view. Like my favourite like couple of seconds. Stat like kicking out of a crashed spaceship. Fucking hell.
Alien Stat is back. Alien Stat is back.
Alien. I mean, she's fully an alien now, and oh my god, she's so fucking cool. I love her so much. This match was grueling. Like it felt like they were fully taking each other apart. It's a shame that it was in the death slot.
Yeah, the crowd was a bit.
Maybe you should have just made it the main event and fucked off the Hangman match and not done it.
Like we're at the point now where it was like you should have just not done that match at all.
Everyone would have been much happier. Again, like some injury playing up stuff where Stat went for an Area 51 and missed and hit her arm and then kept sort of playing up having an injured... Oh my god, this cat will not stop destroying my carpet. Playing up having an injured arm. Mercedes hit 14 amigos.
She did.
Which is insane.
That was impressive. That was so impressive. Mercedes is fucking great. I love Mercedes.
She is.
And if you don't love Mercedes, you're fucking wrong. Yeah. But yeah, the 14 amigos was fantastic.
Unhinged.
It sort of goes back. Like I keep saying this. Everybody in AEW now is too good at selling. Because it's like, there's been so many times in the past, like, few months where I'm, like, convinced somebody has genuinely fucked themselves up. And then it turns out, no, they haven't. They're just really fucking good at selling.
Yeah.
I think Stat... Well, obviously it's part of the job. We know this, but it's like... they're so fucking good at it at this point that it's like... They've got me several times. I think Speedball got me the other week. Eddie's got me since he's been back. Kyle as well. Like, it's like they're just too good at it. The fuckers.
Monsters, absolute monsters.
I'm like, yeah, because like selling is, but it's like when people sell things like they've been legitimately injured. It's like they get me every fucking time. Little shits they are.
Yeah.
But this was a really good match. I'm glad it got the time it deserved, even if the crowd didn't appreciate it as much as they should have.
I mean, the thing
crowds
is,
in general are just pissing me off lately.
Crowds in general, yeah. There's the fact that it's like towards the end, so you are flagging. There's the fact that it comes after the Kenny and the Bucks match. Like, that's the big high energy match. You are going to be flagging. So you should put something like... This is where you want to put something slower. Yeah. Maybe. Put in a fucking Tackers match. Put in something where people are doing lots of rest holds. Put in something
do
a bit
we think
slower
maybe...
pace.
I mean, I get why this match was where it was, because it's you know...
Because it's the main event.
Like, co-main event, whatever. But... I do wonder if it would have served this match better to swap this match and Mox and Kyle, possibly.
Yeah.
Like, I know then it wouldn't
maybe.
be, like, sort of co-maining, I guess, but I just think in terms of where the crowd was, like, at the time, maybe that would have been better in terms of, like, energy-wise with the crowd. Because it was quite a long match as well. It was, long for a women's match, shall we say. It was like 23 minutes.
23 minutes. But the thing is, the pay-per-views are just really long. And, like, it's nice that it's value for money and it's good and all that. But I think I would be fucking knackered after 6 hours or whatever.
I will say, when I was in the building for Forbidden Door, it was 6 hours long, easily 6 hours long. It didn't feel like it to me.
Okay.
I personally didn't find that it was too long watching it in person. I don't tend to find that they're too long watching them live on the TV. I don't know whether watching them not live may make a difference there.
I mean, it definitely does.
Because I honestly can't remember the last time. Probably really early on when we watched a couple of the pay-per-views that they'd done before Dynamite started that we hadn't seen. And we watched, I think it was like Fighter Fest or Fight for the Fallen or something. Then again, it was nowhere near as long. So it's different than watching like a show that they put on now, post-show kind of thing. But yeah, like watching stuff live, it doesn't have the same effect. But then it's like they go, the crowd was flagging, and understandably so. And it's like I don't know, maybe I just can't relate because like I was sat there for 6 hours in the same spot, didn't move, and was bouncing off the walls because I thought it was great. So I don't know, your mileage may vary, I guess.
I mean, there is also the fact that the crowds consistently fail to respond properly to women's matches.
Which is annoying. Which is very annoying.
It is annoying.
I don't get that. I don't get it. I don't know whether the crowds are full of people who are used to 3-minute bra and panties matches or what, but the women don't get enough love from the crowd a lot of the time.
I don't get it because like you're like, this is fucking incredible. Like these matches are great. What is wrong with you?
That's the thing. I don't fully understand, but I also don't fully understand all the men who were bitching about blood and guts either. So
no, we don't understand.
No, I think that they're just not like us. Q Kendrick. It's just. Yeah, like, appreciate these things while you've got them, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
because if you don't, they're going to go away. Like, and they're going to get, like, less booking and less matches.
I hope
I
not.
really hope not as well, but it's like, if you support something, show support. You know, it's no point saying on... Twitter or Blue Sky that you want more of a thing and then just not responding to it when it happens. Like, it's like you've got to sort of be vocal about it or things go away. Like, because they just say, people aren't responding to this. So
use your voice. Be fucking loud.
But not if you're a dickhead. In which case, sure.
In which case, shut up. Yeah, ask yourself this. Are you a dickhead? In which case, shut up.
Alas, most dickheads don't know they're dickheads, unfortunately.
They don't, do they? I think they don't ask themselves a question. I think they should do some introspection. Chris Statlander retained her title, which is the correct outcome. And for that, I am grateful and happy.
Yeah, I think the story of Mercedes never quite being able, or at least for now, not quite being able to get the big one because, like Stat said, she can't focus. She's got, she's got 13 titles, and she has to focus on all of them, and that is going to take her focus away from the women's world title. So that is a far more interesting story than her just getting number 14 and beating Stat. Like, also, Stat would deserve better in that instance as well.
She does deserve better. And I think we should have TBS title defences on the next few pay-per-views. And a women's... Well, and in fact, no, not a women's world title, a world title match. I saw that Red Velvet on Collision has challenged Mercedes to a rematch at Final Battle, which is interesting because it means that she is defending her title on Ring of Honor.
Always good.
I wonder if she might lose it. Who knows?
Who can say?
Who can say? I'm giving this Infinity Spaceships.
Yay! Oh, do we have spaceships?
She's already...
We've got rockets, I think, don't we?
Yeah. There was like a rocket, yeah, same difference. I think it was actually a UFO. I don't know. I think I did manage to find one last time we gave.
Did we just do alien faces last time?
Aliens or something. Because she's an alien and she's the best.
The bestest alien. Our favourite alien.
If I just turned the pay-per-view off there, it would have been great. Well, it wouldn't have been great because I still would have been fucking annoyed at Triller, but you know.
Yeah, it would have been better than the main event that we actually got. Yeah.
Yeah. Hate that. And then, because this week is Thanksgiving and I think there's some WWE fuckery this weekend, we had both Dynamite and Collision on in the week. So there's been a big chunk of the Continental Classic already happened. On Tuesday, maybe? They announced the leagues. They definitely announced the leagues before Dynamite, didn't they?
It was at like something like fucking 3:00 in the morning on Tuesday or Wednesday morning.
Okay.
For me, of course, I was still awake and watched it, but it was just you didn't miss it. You didn't miss much if you haven't seen it. It was just Tony going, and now in the Gold League, bah, 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 bah. There was nobody wrestling called bah, 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 bah. Yeah, so we got the Gold League, which is Kevin Knight, Kyle Fletcher, Pac, Darby Allin, Okada, and Speedball. Bebop! And Bebop! Then on the Blue League, we have Mox, Claudio, Takeshita, Mascara Dorada, Orange Cassidy, and Roderick Strong. And, as soon as they announced those, it was like, well, I think we can all see where that's going. It's all the Don Callis family and Death Riders drama has been stuffed into this tournament, pretty much. Yeah. Like, these are going to be the main storylines going into it and coming out of it, I think. But we had a couple of surprises, I thought, with the matches.
Oh yeah, go on then.
I wasn't necessarily expecting Kyle to beat Okada.
Oh yeah, true. That is interesting because Okada is now 3 points down.
Yes, he is. But I also, looking at the bracket, can't help but think he's probably going to get plenty back. So...
Yeah, but it does mean that... Well, okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So Kyle Fletcher beat Okada, and apparently I don't remember this because I blocked out last year's, but apparently he beat Okada in the Continental Classic last year.
He did indeed, yeah. Yeah, so I don't know why I was surprised, but I was.
Well, because we think Okada's been built up to be a big bad threat at the moment. I did see a lot of people saying that they expected Mox to come out of this with 0 points, so they are disappointed because he beat. I don't think we need
to be disappointed just yet.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think he's not going to come out of. I think he will.
I still think Mox is the designated pin eater in the Blue League. I get that he. Really? I think Claudio. I could see him losing to Claudio. I could see him losing to Takeshita. Mm-hmm. I could see him losing to Orange, and I could see him losing to Roddy.
Yeah,
potentially.
I'm worried about Orange Cassidy in this.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
That's my little guy. Well, he has already lost to Claudio, but like you say, those two love to fight each other, and Claudio was like smashing him into every barrier he could find, like doing a giant swing, but just smacking him into things. It's like, please don't do that.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think Claudio just loves chucking him around.
And he loves to be thrown around, so it works out great for both of them. Yeah.
Love that for them. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're completely wrong, and the final won't be Takeshita and Okada, but it definitely will be.
Kevin Knight beating Darby Allin felt like an upset, but it shouldn't have done, given that Darby was in blood and guts.
Given that Darby's half dead. Yeah.
Given that Darby is covered in burns and just had a match on the pay-per-view, and it shouldn't have been it, but it was nice. I liked it. I like. Happy for Kevin to win.
I fucking love Kevin. He's so good.
He is so good. I hope he does really well in this. Although I'm looking at the rest of it going,
Yeah, the rest of the league is like, fuck. That was probably the one win he was going to get, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I do love that him and Speedball are in this, and I do love those two as signings as a prime example of why this supposed new hiring strategy works, because it's like...
This is who you should be hiring.
Yeah, I could give a fuck about a name. Just give me people who work within the sort of within AEW and feel like they should have always been there, which is always the impression I get with Kevin, with Speedball, and with Mortos as well, and Josh Alexander. Are like, they just feel like people who should have always been there.
Mortos, definitely.
Like, and that's good. I think if that's the basis you're hiring people on, then that's a good thing.
Yeah. And then on Collision, Pac beat Speedball. Sometimes. But again, we're expecting the Death Riders to do well. And Takeshita beat Roderick Strong. And again, because we're expecting Takeshita
pretty expected that. But... You know, some of them are going to be pretty easy to call.
Well, because now I'm looking at this going, oh, hang on, Okada has taken a loss, but I think maybe Takeshita might lose to Claudio, maybe?
Possibly.
We'll see.
Possibly.
We'll see.
Yeah, it depends what the play is with the Death Riders, I guess. Like, what...
I'm sure somebody's done the adding up
coming.
somewhere.
Something's coming, and we don't know what it is. But yeah, it's like, I guess if Claudio's going to be the guy... that sort of takes over as leader, then obviously you want to keep him strong. But
I think we want to keep Claudio and Pac both
yeah.
strong, and so that we don't know which way that's going to go.
Yeah, because I don't particularly want to know. I'm kind of rooting for Pac to be the guy that's in charge of it all, but at the same time,
well, I'm rooting for Marina.
Well,
but yeah.
no, that would be even better actually if Marina is just the mastermind of the whole thing. Oh, bless Marina's little face after the match with Kyle, like when Mox tapped out and she was sort of stood at the side of the ring looking terribly, terribly upset that Mox had lost.
Well, it's very disappointing.
Yeah,
isn't it? Very
and it's like, I wonder if maybe, like, in my head that I'm filling in the blanks with, maybe there was already discussions about, well, if he fucks up again, we're going to take him out. And Marina, it was a look of sort of disappointment because she doesn't want that to happen, but now it is.
Well, we will find out. Other stuff that happened this week. Eddie Kingston had a match against Shibata and he beat him and challenged Samoa Joe. I've written down At Winter is Coming. I don't know if that's right.
It is right,
Is it At Winter is Coming? Oh, so it's not World's End?
No,
okay.
Winter is Coming. Which is like, makes me think, what are we doing? What are we doing for World's End? It's probably going to be some fucking 4-way and Hangman won't win it, so I'm fine, whatever. I don't care.
I was thinking, like, if they redid the Swerve Hangman Joe 3-way, I'm like, I don't want that. Don't do that.
No,
I don't want that.
And if I see a moustache, I am fully
but they
crashing
probably
out.
Won't. Yeah, the moustache.
I don't
mind.
mind. I can handle the black jacket being back. I wouldn't be mad if the old theme came back, but if that moustache makes a reappearance, I'm rioting.
We don't know that. We know that Mrs. Hangman doesn't like it, so maybe we're safe.
Please, Mrs. Hangman, save us.
Yeah. Danny Garcia had a match against Daddy Magic, and he choked him out.
He did.
Which I thought was interesting, given that John Moxley was on commentary, and Daddy Magic didn't tap.
No, he didn't, did he? Who's the best daddy?
Nope.
It's Daddy Magic, isn't it, Mox? Yes.
I find it so funny that they have to swerve between calling him Daddy Magic and Matt Menard because
nobody wants to call him.
It's really hard to do commentary.
Nobody wants to call him Daddy on commentary.
Or Magic. Yeah,
Magic.
Very
but
silly.
I do kind of want
silly.
everybody to call him Daddy on commentary because that would be funny.
Yeah, that's his name.
His
I love
first
him. I love
name
him
is
so much.
Daddy. God damn it. Use his full name.
First name Daddy, second name Magic. That's how it works. And then Mark Briscoe came out at the end of that match to say he's going to fight Daniel Garcia. Well, he said he was going to devour his ass after he devours his Thanksgiving meal, which is a bit much.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Did he just have Thanksgiving on the brain?
Well, God knows. Fucking hell. Who knows?
I do quite enjoy it when people say unintentionally very gay things.
I don't know if it was unintentional. No. I think he
possibly not
what he
actually.
Was doing.
Yeah. No, you devour his ass, Mark Briscoe. Good for you.
What else? Tekla had a match against Ty Mello, and then at the end, the Sisters of Sin came out to beat up Ty, and then Jamie Hayter and Chris Statlander came out for the save. Which, okay,
yeah,
sure.
They did make a point to say on commentary that Anna wasn't in the building. So they are mentioning, they're still mentioning Anna by name, so she hasn't gone anywhere yet.
No, good.
I hope she doesn't. I do hope she doesn't.
Good. Don't go anywhere. Stay. Don't go anywhere. Don't leave us. And Bandido has a match announced for Final Battle, which feels deeply, deeply, deeply unfair to me. That poor little guy has just lost his tag titles, and now you're going to make him defend his Ring of Honor World Championship against 5 guys.
Just 5 guys.
Like Blake Christian, Sammy Guevara, Beast Mortos, Commander, and Hechicero, which, to be fair, does sound like a match that will be really fun.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's horrible odds.
It's very bad odds for Bandido.
I'm so sad if Bandido loses his title. I love Bandido. Don't make him lose. They made Commander lose, and I hated that.
I hope Bandido wins. I do hope Bandido wins. But I am terribly excited, actually, for a big bunch of flippy bullshit in that match. Because there's so many flippy boys in there. And then there's big flippy boys as well, which we love. I love a big flippy boy.
I like that. That's a fun match. I just wish it wasn't a title match, but it is. So there we are. Final thoughts on the week in AEW?
I do.
It's just been fucking punishing.
Yeah, brutal. To be fair, there's been a hell of a lot as well. It's like we've had the whole last pay-per-view and then 2 episodes of the TV as well.
Yeah, that's way more than we should be expected to consume in such a short period.
Less than a week, and it was like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours since last Saturday.
Oof. And then, because I am a menace and cannot be stopped, I do want to quickly talk about Rev Pro, because I went to Coventry to Rev Pro on Sunday, and all my guys were on the card, and I was very prepared to be very sad about it, but I was only semi-sad about it. So David Francisco had his grudge match against his former tag partner JJ Gale, and I screamed until my throat was raw. I was like possessed. I was yelling all kinds of shit. Mostly, David, don't lose. JJ, we don't love you. And something else. Just basically, JJ will never love you. We don't love you. David's our champion.
Gremlin behaviour.
And well, at one point, because it's like quite a small room, I could hear Dave Bradshaw on commentary saying that David Francisco is an embarrassment. And I yelled, "You're an embarrassment."
You gave him the old, no, you!
I was furious. I was just in a rage. And that match ended with David Francisco winning by cheating, and I just shrieked with joy.
We heard you shrieking with joy.
The thing is, it's really weird because, you know, we'll talk about on here crowds cheering for heels and whatever, and how that's bad and naughty. But I do it because I'm bad and naughty, I guess. But like, I think David Francisco is
Yeah.
fucking awesome. We know this. I just think he's so good at what he does. He's so much fun to watch. He's such an interesting, charismatic performer who will think about his character and think about stuff and just be really, really fun to watch. And JJ Gale, I don't feel anything for him. Like, he's supposed to be the face. You know, like, they both were a very wholesome tag team against all odds, because the whole thing was like, David had pushed for them to be a tag team and JJ was reluctant, and David's like untrustworthy, and JJ is allegedly the heart and soul of Rev Pro. But I'm like, but I don't see any of this heart and soul behaviour. And every time he cuts a promo, he comes off like a dickhead. So it's like, well, he just seems like the heel, and he was really mean to David. And
we've been here before.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to cheer for the guy who's fun and charismatic and exciting and I want to see more of, and not the guy that I feel is being pushed down my throat, but I don't enjoy.
I never like that. I never like that
when...
Because it's like, I'm going to do it again, but with Hangman, it's like, he was sort of appointed that by the fans, and I think it's different when it's the company telling you what somebody is. That isn't how it works. It's like the fans are supposed to take somebody to their hearts and make them that thing. You can't just go, oh, well, this person is the heart and soul of the company because we as a company said that he is. Like, that's not how it works. You need to have people on board as well.
Yeah, and from my perspective, David Francisco is the heart and soul of Rev Pro. And so the Kelly Six thing, Kelly Six this year had set himself a goal of 2025 or nothing, basically saying that he wanted to be on one of the big York Hall or whatever it was shows, or else, like, time to give up. And he hasn't been, and he's basically run out of time because there's not another York Hall show before the end of the year. And at his previous, the previous show he was on, where was that? I think it was like Southampton. After he'd lost his match, he was sort of loitering around sadly, and David Francisco came out for his match and like gave him some comfort, like literally cupped his face in his hands and gave him a pep talk. And so we kind of knew that there might be some kind of alliance coming up there. And Kelly jumped in at the last moment and held down JJ's feet so that he couldn't kick out while the ref was counting. So he got the win. And then Kelly got in the ring with David to celebrate his win at the end, and they had a big hug, and that was super delightful. And then JJ kicked off and was like trying to just beat David up after the match. And Joshua James showed up. And Joshua James has been out for a while, injured, because he previously had a match in Coventry where he just had a freak knee injury, I think, where he just jumped off the ropes and it just collapsed under him. So he now seems to be back. I think there's something really interesting about this faction of guys who are supposed to be like not the chosen ones. Like Josh James's previous storyline was that he was kind of Shah Samuels's mentee, but he was always being overlooked and Shah was kind of bullying him. And Shah Samuels is another one where I'm like, that man is a heel. He is so heel-coded. I don't know why you're telling me he's a face. He's a bad man. So Josh had turned on Shah, and it's like, well, that's a heel turn. We're like, is it though? Because Shah's kind of a heel, and he's been bullying him. So Josh was also on David's side. So now it looks like we have a new little faction of David Francisco, Kelly Six, and Josh James. And I love that. I'm very excited about that for me as a new faction to love. I think I posted to Blue Sky, I love my beautiful sons.
Yes, you did. I remember that. Yes.
So I'm that was a moment of great joy, and I was very happy about it. And then they followed that up with Kanji versus Miyo Yamashita. That was a
really
banger of a match.
Really good. Because I actually watched it live for a change.
Yay! It was just awesome,
it was.
Right?
It was cracking. Kanji's so fucking good. I mean, Mia is as well,
she's
but
great.
Like, she's fucking great. I can't wait to see sort of what Kanji does and where she ends up. It's like, because she's brilliant. She really is good.
She is.
But yeah, I really enjoyed that show. Actually, I was sort of watching it on.
Wait,
Sunday
I do
afternoon.
need to have a word with the Coventry crowd though, because the Coventry crowd, when we first started going to Coventry shows, and that's a fairly new venue for RevPro, the crowd there was really quiet. Like, it was really, like, you could just shout and be heard because nobody else was making a sound. And it was really weird and frustrating. And we, like, felt like we had to take it upon ourselves to make all the noise for 200 people because nobody else was doing anything. And then they started doing chants, but, like, it was like they couldn't get in sync with each other.
I did notice that.
And then, weirdly, on Sunday, the weirdest one was that Kanji has a chant, and it is in her music of yes, she kanji. So people say, like, can she do it? And then you shout, yes, she kanji. And like they kept doing it in the wrong cadence, and it was really weird. And I was like, what is wrong with the people of Coventry? Guys, get your shit together. Come on. It's not hard. Yes, she kanji. But they don't do it. They do it weird.
They just need to learn.
That's very strange.
They haven't been having shows for that long. They need to learn. They do.
But we've been shouting lots, and we had our little RevPro girl gang of shouting people, so that was fun. And then that was the end of the first half. First half, super happy. David won, new faction, Kanji Miyu, lovely. And then we came back for the second half, and Leighton Buzzard, my beloved, who abandoned me and went to Japan for fucking ages, is now back. He got beaten by one called Manders, so that was really sad.
Poor Leighton.
Poor Leighton.
I can't be mad though, because you know I love a big cowboy.
Well, but Leighton's got his El Capitan slightly piratey gimmick, so I was like, yeah, this is what you like.
Pirates versus cowboys. Hooray!
Love that. They're both silly boys, and I love them.
It was really good. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah. Did you watch Jay Joshua versus Shigehiro Irie?
No, was that on right at the beginning? Because I missed the first match, I think, because I looked at the clock and went, oh shit, I'm late.
But those are just two extremely adorable silly guys, and I love them, so that was delightful as well. This whole show was pretty good, except for the main event was heartbreaking, because we've been having this whole Sunshine Machine heel turn. And in the summer, as people may remember, I was very happy that Chuck Mambo decided to turn heel and keep the tag team going because he loves TK Cooper so much, rather than split them up. And so ever since then, instead of being Sunshine Machine, they have been The Machine, and they're very angry that they don't get treated well and they don't get booked well and they don't get given their due because they're just a tag team and they're not respected and they're not loved. And so now their whole thing is like, the machine doesn't work for you, and they come out and tell you not to cheer for them. Sorry, Mambo. And then they have been in a feud with Trent Seven for a little while, so they've been doing naughty run-ins to ruin his matches for him. And somewhere along the line, the announcement for this got kind of fucked up, where Andy Quilden just said it on commentary for Rev Pro Live in Leon, and there was no like challenge or response. But they he decided to put on a street fight between the Machine and Trent Seven, and inexplicably Mark Haskins. And Trent and Mark Haskins have not been a tag team previously. Mark Haskins has not been in Rev Pro for at least as long as I've been watching. So just kind of came out of nowhere. And they had this street fight, and it was supposed to be the end of the feud. And the Machine lost. And I know that they're supposed to kind of be the heels here. But Mark Haskins is usually a heel. Trent Seven put skewers in their heads. I did pop super huge for Trent Seven trying to hammer skewers into TK Cooper's head and it not working, because TK has a hard head.
Because that's his whole thing. He's got a very hard head. But he did put skewers in Mambo's head. Blech.
Poor Mambo. And Haskins had his whole family involved, which felt weird because he's not been in Rev Pro that much. This is like his second appearance since he's been here, like this time. His wife came out with 2 baseball bats, and like I think there was a barbed wire one. He picked up one of his children and used his child to hit, I don't remember, I think it was Mambo in the head.
Yeah, I was like, watching it. I was like, why are all these children getting involved?
This is weird booking. This is really weird booking because it's like, you've not built this guy as a character. You've not built these two as a tag team. Whereas the Machine are very well established, very much in sync with each other. So why are they making silly mistakes? Like, there was a bit where they both had chairs and they accidentally hit each other. And, like, I don't know, there was just a few bits like that where I was just like, I don't think this really makes sense.
No.
I don't understand why they would lose this, because you're not a tag team and they are. And so you should not logically. I believe in tag teams. God damn it. I did enjoy that this week on the Rev Pro wrap-up, which is normally Andy Quilden and commentator Dave Bradshaw just talking about how clever they are and how great their shows are. It included a section where TK burst in and yelled at them. Which made me very happy.
I was going to say, I also quite enjoy storylines where, like, the guys who've been overlooked sort of team up and do stuff. Like, and it's part of the storyline. I am not a fan of it when it's like somebody literally is being overlooked and it's bad. Feels bad.
Yeah, it's tricky. It is tricky. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But what you didn't see on camera was that at the end of the match, in victory, Trent Seven was just kind of walking around being cheered and high-fiving people. And he walked right up to me holding a skewer with sort of half an inch of blood on the end. And, like, held it in front of my face so I could see it and then just threw it on my lap. I was like, the whole time he was doing it, I was like, he's not going to throw a blooddy skewer on me. That's a biohazard. That's not going to happen.
Well,
and it fucking did. Trent Seven, I will say, has been a very fun, good sport and fun to have this rivalry. Like, the whole time he's been in this feud with the Machine, because he's so beloved in BritWres. He'll, like, come around and he's really nice and, like, chatty and fun and twinkly and, like, everyone's nice to him, and we've just been maintaining, like, no, we're not high-fiving you because you're feuding with our guys. And every time we see him at a show, we're like, no love for you. You're fighting our guys. Stop fighting our guys. And at one show, I was like, we do know it's kayfabe, but he's like, I know. It's like, okay.
I like that you had to just make sure that he knew.
I was like, I hope he doesn't think I'm actually insane. Yeah. So yeah, whenever he always sort of comes up and like, he'll say stupid things to us, like, oh, you know, Mambo's a real dickhead behight the scenes and stuff. And, like, he's so twinkly and silly that you're just like, yeah, this is fun. We're all just having a fun time together. But yeah, so I got a photo at merch with Trent with the fucking bloody skewer in his teeth.
Amazing. Yeah, I was like, you just got beef for
delightful.
Life now. You and Trent.
No, I love him. I do. He's great. He's lovely. He's a sweet
and
boy.
Lovely hair as well. Beautiful hair.
Yeah, it's excellent hair. Yeah. So yeah, that's my Rev Pro update.
Do we need a jingle
we
for
are
that?
working our way to. We're working our way up to Uprising on the 14th of December, which is their big end of year pay-per-view equivalent, although it's not pay-per-view because it's included on the streaming service. But yeah, so excited about that. I hope that big things will be happening. I don't know what they'll be, but I hope that some fun stuff happens.
Yay!
I hope Leighton gets a win. I hope Leighton gets to win. I hope the Machine get a match. I hope David gets a win. I hope David's faction gets a trios match that they win. That would be fun.
That could happen.
Fantastic.
Like JJ could find two other guys to.
He can't. I was yelling JJ no next time. Told you, possessed. But also possessed in that street fight where there was a bit where Trent brought out some of his merch to use as weapons, and he stapled a photograph of himself to TK.
That, yeah.
Stapled like a keyring, and then TK got the photo and grabbed Trent's hand and used the photo to do like a paper cut between his fingers.
I don't like that spot.
And then and then he got a bottle of lemon juice and took a big swig of it and then spat it on his hand. And I yelled, "You are a demon from hell!" TK Cooper, who is my guy, who I love. But. Oh my
guy
God.
who I love,
what
you
the
demon
fuck?
from hell.
he was being a demon in my defence.
Well,
Spitting lemon juice on a paper cup.
sometimes you just gotta calls it like you sees it.
I love wrestling. I just get to yell stuff. It's fun.
I too enjoy yelling
That's
stuff.
all I want.
That's why we're here.
Yeah. Well, yes. After David's match was like, I've made a mistake. I'm not going to be able to yell during the Machines match.
So you did what I did at All In at the first one. I just absolutely ruined myself screaming swear words at CM Punk and then had no voice for the rest of the show.
That's it now. Got nothing left. It's good fun. It's all in good fun.
It is.
Gremlin points. Right. I'm giving TK Cooper 1 for that lemon juice spot. I think that deserves a Gremlin point.
I think Okada deserves all of them.
Oh, yeah. How many do you want to give him?
I think, well, there's the turning up late.
Yes,
There's
that was
the
delightful.
hell no. I think he did another spot where he just bashed Takeshita and they went hee hee.
He did, yeah.
Three.
All right, let's give him 3
for Okada.
That feels good. Okay. Don Callis on commentary on Collision, I think, said that I just want to enjoy my wrestling like the sickos. And I was like, Don Callis, you're not allowed to say that.
Everyone
but that's
kept
very
saying
funny.
sickos on the telly this week.
They did. There was a lot of, it's like, has everyone just discovered the word this week? Is that what's
I
happening?
don't know, but please don't, if you've copyrighted it, please don't come for me for my shirts. Please.
Oh, no. Surely it would be copyright like The Onion, though.
Yeah, no, that's the point, yeah.
Nigel's a naughty boy. So at one point, Excalibur said, shout out to our broadcast colleague, Brian Danielson. He couldn't be with us tonight. I understand he's at home basting his turkey, which was an odd thing to say. And I was already side-eyeing a little bit. And then Nigel's like, is that a euphemism? And then he did this really complicated setup for his joke, which was, I wonder what Brian will be eating tomorrow. I wonder if there's any French cheese on the menu. A little bit of brie. And I was like, Nige, you're a bad man.
It's not the first time he's made Danielson eating brie joke either.
Oh God, he's a demon.
It got me. I also enjoyed Nobody Puts Bailey in the Corner when he was talking about Speedball, which I thought was kind of delightful.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, what else did we have this week? There was other stuff.
I think Kenny for the dressing room.
Yeah,
shenanigans.
pretending like he hasn't
Kenny should be
already
awarded that
forgiven the
point.
books for everything. Yeah. And what else? I did enjoy Orange Cassidy when I think it was the match on Dynamite where he took his jacket off and just threw it across the ring, threw it over the ring so it landed on the other side of the ring, because it just reminded me of that Vine with that girl with the can who went, this bitch empty, yeet, and chucked it.
Which he was probably doing because he.
That's what I thought. I was like, he's fully channeling
guy.
Vine at the minute. Yeah, love him. I think Swerve just coming in on Wednesday armed with a staple gun and just kept getting the nameless incels with the staple gun.
And
Swerve in general, he is.
Yeah.
Thing is, though, it's because Hangman and Swerve's tag team have an unofficial name, thanks to me and Lady Leighton the other day, because I said they are making each other worse and capitalised it, and then Lady Leighton pointed out that it spells out meow. So Hangman and Swerve, their tag team name is Meow.
Meow.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But that's a gremlin point for you,
good point.
rather than anyone else.
I will give my gremlin point to Lady Leighton. Because I don't think we have talked enough about how good that visual was where Swerve got out of the car and then Hangman appeared from around the corner and they both had their chains.
It was all just so fucking. And then when they just walk into, even just the end shot of the pay-per-view, like, even though we were not in a place to appreciate it,
was
but just the
great
two
shot,
of them
yeah,
standing
yeah.
side by side in the ring was really good. And then they kind of replayed that when they both strangled some Ops Dojo guys with their chains. That was fucking good.
It was also the Swerve is finally getting what he wanted. He was like, in the beginning of that feud, he was like, I want to drag you down to my level. And I think he's finally done it. Because when the bit where they were hanging the guys, Hangman was enraged. He was screaming. And then on the other side, you had Swerve, who was just grinning. And he's like, oh, yes.
Evil.
He is evil. He is evil. Fully evil.
Wow. That's what we want.
But it's like, is Hangman going to go full evil with him, or is somebody going to save him?
I hope he goes full evil for a while first. Just because I would like...
Those two terrorising everybody we don't need really fun.
Yeah. We don't need any more heels, but those two terrorising everybody would be fun.
Don't even make them heels. Just make them be like tweeners, and they will just turn up and fuck people up.
Gremlins.
Yeah, gremlins. Official gremlins.
Going back to give Mox a point for the fork in the nipple spot.
Yes, indeed.
I guess Tony
Storm.
Yeah. Yes, for cutting a promo on
Moxley. There was something else, and it's gone out of my head completely.
No.
I can't remember. It was, yeah. Can we actually, because also the books with the sheepish faces, like, it wasn't just Kenny, it was all three of them. And no gremlin points for Tony Khan. He needs to get out of the Ring of Honor TNA jerk-off basement.
Oh, I should give Trent one for smashing his plaster cast. And probably Rocky for subsequently trying to use it as a weapon.
I do. Do we give him another one for pie facing a child again?
Yes. Yeah. No, they don't appreciate you, Trent, but we appreciate you. Kyle Fletcher for licking the screwdriver.
Oh, yes. Yes.
He loves to do that, but, you know.
For sure. Oh, the bit that was outside of AEW and Rev Pro and everything was LP and Tanahashi at the World Tag League, and they were like, Tanahashi got his jacket off and stuff, and I don't know how old this clip is, but I've never seen it, and it was Tanahashi and LP, and then they both stick their bellies out and they make their bellies do a little kiss, and it was very funny. But I don't know how old that is. It might be really old because LP's still got the TV title, and I'm not entirely sure if he's lost that now, so I don't know. But anyway, that was a video that someone posted. I think it was Vicky posted a video, and I enjoyed it very much.
Okay. What? I feel like something happened this week that I don't know. If I don't remember,
too much has happened at this point. Like,
there was too many wrestles.
It's like it's gone now. It's in the ether. If I don't remember, it didn't happen.
Bygones.
I wish there were some things I could forget. God damn it.
Yeah. Just wait for World's End to make everything fucking worse.
I have no hope whatsoever that World's End, because World's End never makes anything better. World's End is the show at the end of the year that makes everything worse. So, you know.
Boo.
Boo.
Yes. Bring us a new series, Ryan Murphy. Right, okay. Well, we're at about 3 hours. I don't know. Do you think this was more or less angry and ranty than you anticipated?
I think Dynamite tempered it somewhat, and I think also having a bit of time between, because if we'd have if we'd have recorded this on like Sunday morning or Monday morning,
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
like any day up until Wednesday, I would have been far more ranty and angry.
Yeah.
But it is tempered somewhat by Hangman and Swerve making each other worse.
Making each other worse.
Meow.
We like it. We like it.
Meow forever.
Meow.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Right, well, that seems like a good place to start. Start? Yeah, that's a good place to start. Let's start making a podcast now. That seems like a good place to stop for the day. So please follow us on Blue Sky. You will find us at Waffly Bollox, at Awfully Waffly, and at WrestleTrash. You can email wafflybollox@gmail.com. Our Gremlin Report jingle is by Morgan Brown. And you can buy t-shirts from co-fi.com/WrestleTrash/shop.
You can. And for this weekend only, it's valid until Tuesday. So kind of a bit longer than a weekend, but still, whatever. If you use the code MEOW15, you will get 15% off at the checkout.
Meow 15. Perfect. Love that. Okay.
Bye,
See you next week.
love you,
Bye.
bye.